All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Shirakakwadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, the one who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai being the name of his only begotten Son, the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Alright, in the name of the Holy Spirit. The Spirit of truth. Alright. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect. Okay, for the Hebrew Israelites, we're here week in and week out. Prophesy the downfall of this wicked, sinful kingdom, America, which is called Babylon the Great in the scriptures, and to wake up the elect of our people. Okay? And to tell the rest of you nations, starting with the so-called white man, the Edomites, what the future has in store for you. Okay? Which is slavery. Alright, we'll get right into the scriptures.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 1. And he answered, and he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightning, or ever the foundation of paradise were laid.
With the paradise is the earth. Okay? But hey, the way it is now, it doesn't seem. Okay? Because the so-called white man is in power. This is hell. Alright? But the earth is created to be a paradise.
Before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, or ere the present year sought out, or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed that have gathered faith for treasure.
Time we're in now. Okay, we know?
Then did I consider these things.
Yeah, then did I consider these things. This is the Heavenly Father speaking through Ezra. Alright, so before even Yahushai, the first spirit that he created was created. The Most High had all this in mind. It tells that in the book of Isaiah, declaring the end from the beginning. Alright, you know?
Then did I consider these things, and they were made through me alone, and through none other.
Right.
By me also shall they be ended, and by none other.
Yeah, by Yahushai, this world is going to be ended. Okay, you know?
Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times?
So what shall be the parting asunder of times, you know?
Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?
The end of the first what? The age, the end of the first world. Okay? What's the word there? Eon. Okay? Not the ointment, not the earth, but the earth abideth forever. End of the what's the first world, which is ruled by rule is just going on in wickedness. You know, uprightness is not upheld. You know, it tells you in 2nd Ezra the 8th chapter that this world be for many, but the world to come for a few. You know?
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Yes, the promise was to Abraham. Okay, that he would inherit the Most High's favorite land. All right, he would be the father of a great nation. All right, on down to Isaac. All right, you know it?
Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau.
Yeah, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. Symbolizing what? Jacob, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, Esau, the so-called white race. Jacob's hand holding the hill of Esau represents Jacob bringing Esau out of power. And that's what you see now. All right, who was preaching this word? The so-called white man. All right, the devil that the Bible speaks of is being brought out of power. Okay?
For Esau is the end of the world.
Therefore, Esau is the end of the world. Okay? And you don't even have to be into the scriptures to know that we're at the end of the world. Okay, we're at the end of the age. You know?
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. And like I said, Jacob are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright? So Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. The new world. Okay? Get a piece of it?
Yeah, Romans, the 9th chapter. This is Romans chapter 9. I'm gonna start at I'll start at verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
It said, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil. Okay, so Esau, you know, didn't lose his birthright due to his actions. All right, he didn't receive the blessings due to his actions. All right, it goes to predestination. It's the book of the 6th chapter. It's all going according to the Most High's will, where He ordained for the foundation of the earth was laid. Okay, and we're just playing it out.
It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand.
And according to election, not might stand, not according to works, but according to election.
Yep.
All right, because the Most High, He created the so-called white man to be the wicked. All right, to be the sons of Satan. All right, and He created Jacob to be His son, the prince of the power. You know?
That's right. It says, not of works, but of Him that calleth.
Yeah, not of works, but of Him that calleth. Okay, so it's not of works. All right, but when you go into the so-called white man's works, all right, you see that this nigga doesn't need to rule the earth. He isn't supposed to be in power. All right, because what does he do? He promotes death. Okay, the way that all these people are living is going to lead you to death. You know?
Verse 12, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. All right, when you read, matter of fact, go to Jacob and Esau. The elder shall serve the younger. All right, we gotta get on.
It says, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
It was said unto her, it was said unto Rebekah, the elder shall serve the younger.
If I can say this too, and this is Paul recount on the Old Testament, you know, showing that this is the main story, and we're still in that time of Jacob versus Esau to this very day, man. You know, this is the whole story, man. The wicked versus the righteous, all right. What Jacob versus Esau, Esau versus Jacob, man. The so-called white men, women, and children versus the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Yeah, well, like our apostles and elders say, Jacob and Esau is the meat and the potatoes.
Good.
In other nations, you're the peas and the carrots, you know, and the little side vegetables.
Yeah.
All right? But the main battle, the main course is Jacob and Esau.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
It says Isaac entreated the Lord for what Isaac went to a prophet. All right? What the Most High speaks through His prophets. All right? Who have been around since the foundation of the earth. Okay, just a point. Adam had went off. The Most High Himself didn't tell him that he was that he went off. He wasn't hiding from Yahweh in the heavens. He was hiding from the mouthpiece of the Most High.
And the children struggled together within her.
The children struggled together within her. All right? It's always been a battle between you so-called white people and the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? We'll never be cool. Things will never be copacetic. We'll never be equal. Okay? It's tension between us, man. It tells you that in Genesis, the 3rd chapter. All right? I will put enmity between thy seed and the woman's seed. The seed of the wicked and the seed of the righteous are always going to be in opposition. You know why? Because the Most High Yahweh is a man of war. Okay? You know?
And the children struggled together within her.
The children struggled together within her, which means wolves in the womb going at it. Okay? And what? Who was fucking you devils up? Why? Because it's going to tell you. Go ahead.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Yeah. She's like, if I was blessed to be pregnant, why is there so much turmoil in my womb? Why is there so much tension in my stomach? You know? Although I feel like it's like a battle is going on in my womb. You know?
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
And so she went to inquire of the Lord, which means she had to get the answer from a prophet.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Yeah, 2 nations are in thy womb. All right, go ahead.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Yeah, 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. All right. So within Esau, which we came out of the loins of Isaac, both of us, but within Esau was going to be a nation. All right. Who in the scriptures is classified as the wicked. All right, the third part of men, the sons of the wicked, the son of perdition. All right, everything you don't want to be. You don't want to be an Edomite in these times, right here in the times that we're coming into, man. All right, you got Jacob, the progenitor of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, we're a nation, and within our tribe, man, each tribe is like a nation. You know, so you can't take the nation of Israel out. And not just looking at the people on this line, you got Israelite foreigners amongst every nation. You know?
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. That right there tells you who Jacob is, who is the seed of Jacob. All right? Who's the strongest people on the earth? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? Nobody can go through the slavery that we went through. All right? And still be, like, you know what I mean, overcome it.
Yeah,
still
have
a spirit, a upbeat spirit.
Yep, spirit.
You know?
Yep.
Esau can't take no type of affliction, man.
Yep.
You even bring up, you know what I mean, his history. You bring up what he's going to receive for what he done. All right, they lose it. You know, that's why they want to take it out of the history books, man. You know?
It says, and one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Yeah, one people shall be stronger than the other people. Who's the best musician? All right, Jacob, even if our people look like the so-called right wing, all right? Yeah, man, if he could make good music, he could dance, he could sing, he got a spirit to him, be an Israelite.
The best sports players,
best athletes.
NFL, yeah, athletes, NBA, MMA, you know, anywhere, anything, man. Really, they created everything. You know, all these inventions that you people abuse and use, that was all created from a Jacob. All right.
Yep.
Esau ain't create that shit. He just put his face on it, man.
Well, it tells you that Israel is the former of all things.
Yep.
All right? We are the prince of the power. When you go into the name, well, Jacob here is Yahweh, but his name was saying Israel, Yasharallah. Yah meaning he, Shar meaning prince, Allah meaning power. He, prince power. He's a prince of the power. Who is the power? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right? So we're the sons of the Most High. All right? That's why we do everything the best. We cook the best, we dance the best, we got the best music. But see, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't want to be great, man. You know what I mean?
It says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
And the elder shall serve the younger, you know?
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. When you go to the name Edom, Adawam, it means red. Okay, the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, meaning what? You lack pigmentation. All right, who are the only people on the earth that's cursed of the sun? All right, who don't have any pigmentation, any color, any hue? You so-called white people.
When you go to the South, what do they call themselves? Rednecks, man. You know, so it's very blatant. Who are those people? To those whose eyes are open at it.
Well, the so-called Rothschilds. What does the name Rothschild mean? Red Child. But they changed their name from Bauer, which means peasant, to Red Child. So they know who they are. Okay, so you low-level Americans don't know what's going on. You don't know who's who and what is what. You know, all you know is tolerate LGBT. That's all you stand for. Okay?
And they called his name Esau.
And they called his name Esau, Ishashua, which means wasted away. What is wasted away? The pigmentation.
Yep.
All right, that's a mark upon the devil. You know?
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
And after that came his brother out. Why doesn't it go into what Jacob looked like? All right, why? Because he looked like everybody else. A melanated child, a melanated baby. All right?
It says, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
Yeah, just as the brother read, his hand took hold of Esau's heel. All right? So when he was even out the womb, man, like, nigga, get back here. I ain't done beat your ass. He was trying to pull him back. You know? But you fast forward to now, it just represents what we're doing now, according to 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter. Who the Most High will consume by the spirit of his mouth and destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right? We're pulling Esau out of power through the spirit of power behind Bashim Yahushua.
And his name was called Jacob.
His name was called Jacob, Yahweh. All All right? It's a planner. And the Most High, he had to put that spirit on us.
Yep.
All right? For this captivity that we're in, you know? You gotta be a finesser. That's just Jake.
It says, "Be wise as serpents, harmless as doves."
Yep.
So you have to maneuver through this matrix under the web, so to speak, man.
That's right. That's right.
Only Jake can really do that shit to a T.
That's right.
Esau used his deception and wickedness, but we do it in righteousness. You know, you got 2/3. They do, they do their wickedness, finessing and whatnot.
You're following after the devil.
Yeah.
But when you go into Proverbs, the first chapter, what does
Yep.
wisdom do? It teaches the simple
Yes,
subtlety.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
And Isaac was 80 years old when she buried him.
I mean, score is 20, so he was 60 years old when she buried him. Go ahead.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
And the boys, that's a dead giveaway. Esau was a cunning hunter. All right? Esau's a cunning hunter. You go into those, people don't too much read magazines and stuff no more. I mean, they used to have them hunting magazines. Esau was all on the front cover. Well, just go on YouTube and look up hunting.
Go on the Nature Channel, man. You don't
Yep.
see Jakes out there messing with those wild animals. You always see Edomites, man.
Yep.
You know, that's their spirit.
Yep. Yeah. When we Lord put us back in power, we ain't gonna have the lions in the zoo. We ain't gonna have giraffes in the zoo. All right. We ain't gonna kill fucking grizzly bears for hunting game.
Yeah.
You know?
For a trophy.
Yeah, for a trophy to put the head on the wall. All right. You look at the so-called white man. He got whistles and shit to like for duck mating calls, to bait them in and kill them. You know?
Yep.
That's the so-called white man.
The Edomites are going to be the new prey in the kingdom of heaven.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're going to be the hunter.
Yep.
That's right.
That's right.
It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
The word cunning means a crafty. You know? And really, who's Esau's main prey? This brother just brought out. You Edomites are going to become the prey, but who's Esau's main prey? Who is his main snares and traps set up for? Man, who is this system set up to trap? Jacob.
Yep.
You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the main prey of the so-called white man.
A man of the field.
The man of the field. And Esau has that natural stench.
Yeah.
You know, he stinks. Smells like outside, he smells like dog.
Good.
You know? Smells like the outdoors.
And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Alright? Jake just into chilling, man. Really
That word,
dwelling.
that word plain means upright.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, righteous.
Habakkuk 2:4.
Yeah, the scriptures say the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor,
Yep.
but the way of the wicked seduces them. So Jake initially is supposed to be righteous because the Lord gave us the laws. Yet they're deceived by their father, the devil, Esau.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the characteristics of Jake. You know, Jake does the law unknowingly. You know, their customs. How you like your steak? You like your steak well done. Why would Jake like their steak medium rare? Because they follow after the so-called white man.
Yep.
Because those are not our customs. Okay. Well, Jake supposed to have a beard on their face. Why does Jake not do it? It's because they're following after the customs of the so-called white man. You know, and that's all good. You got it, brother.
They said Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents like the brother was going to. Jacob was just into serving the Lord. He was into being upright. You know?
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16.
Yep.
Least there be any fornicator or profane person as
So
Esau.
at least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. The word profane means outside of the temple. Or fornication is just lewd acts of sex. Alright, so who passes the law for for the lesbians, transgender, queers, bisexuals? Okay? Who gives them a
No, it's like
who gives them a month? Alright? Who gives them a whole neighborhood? Okay, who's into pedophilia? Who's into all type of lewd acts of sex?
Yep. And as well as worshiping other gods.
that's spiritual fornication too.
Yep.
You know? That's what he's into, pressing out all these different wicked philosophies. And that's how that's what Babylon as a whole is. Nothing but confusion, man.
Yep. You people are worshiping all these deities, these ancient deities. He just rebranded them. That's all he did. He put a color to them, rebranded them, made it sexy. They say sex sells.
Made it more presentable.
Made it presentable. Gave you candy. He made it to where it's about the kids.
Yeah.
The whole time you worshiping other gods. You giving into that power. That's why the God keeps growing. That's why America keeps getting more wicked. That's why the people keep getting more wicked. rewind 20 years ago, people weren't that wicked as they are now. You got people that are just straight up Satan worshipers. Yeah, that's the end thing. You got Jake, they'll wear the Baphomet t-shirt. Yeah. Because their favorite rapper did Jay-Z, Do As Thou Wilt. Yep. So you keep feeding into that spirit, because God, see, you gotta understand, those gods, in order for them gods, or nothing but spirits on the left-hand side, in order for them to grow, they need more sacrifices. God. They need more, offerings. God. And how you offering? You offering your spirit, you offering your time, your energy, your blood, And this is now what we have. You got Adidas, Nike. Those all go back to ancient gods. The designer store. They got a new designer Supreme store. You got people lining up. What to do? What to give more sacrifice into it, and then it grows. And because they're worshiping these gods now. Yep. So America, that's the man of fornication is Esau. Yep. Which he's into these sexual fornication. He's all about that too. Yeah. But it really goes into his spiritual fornication, which he made Jake go off because of that. Because what is the scripture saying that the Lord, he's a jealous power. Yeah. So if you fornicating against, what are you gonna do? It's not like the Most High is gonna deal with you physically. It's spiritually. You fornicating against Yahweh Shem Shai 230, you Jake. What is the law of fornication? Adultery. Because adultery also is fornication. Yeah. You got to get put to death. So that's what's going to happen. You got it, bro. Yep. That's
right. Hebrews 12 and 17 or 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
For one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right. He was the first sellout.
Yeah, straight up.
While you Jakes, like the brother said, man, y'all to the Baphomet trying to sell your soul. You just follow behind your daddy Esau.
Yep. John 8.
Yeah, John 8:44. Yep. Get on Proverbs 12 and 16 real quick.
I was told about it.
Brother, we're going into it, man.
This is Proverbs.
We're supposed to be upright. All right? The Most High gave us what we're supposed to govern ourselves. He gave us law, statutes, and commandments. All right, the first law is it's the humble man to serve the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai with all your mind, your body, and your soul, man. All right, we're supposed to be joined unto the Lord. Okay, we're not supposed to be going to whoring and dealing with all these other guys and these different deities and different doctrines.
Yep. This is Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
Yep. Who's the righteous? Jacob. All right, you know what?
But the way of the wicked seduceth them.
The way of the wicked, Esau Edom, the way of the wicked seduceth them. Look up the word seduce. Seduce, it means to cause the err, to go astray. All right, so the way of the wicked have caused our people to go astray. Now they're serving all type of gods. And see the thing about Jake, man, Jake can go for, man, really, on the right hand side and the left hand side. Jake can outdo the wicked. Jake can outdo the nations.
It's Habakkuk 1 and 4. I'll start a little up.
Start 1.
Okay. Habakkuk 1 and 1. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see.
Yeah, the burden. All right, because Habakkuk's back now.
Yeah.
What he's seen in the vision. All right. But what? He actually seen it in the kingdom he was in. But what, man? Even now, it's even more intense.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a burden to actually see this shit. It's a burden to actually be here.
Verse 2, O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear, even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save? Why dost thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance?
Yeah, why dost thou show me iniquity? That's all we see. It's transgression, all right? It's blasphemy, okay? It's wickedness.
Yeah.
It's all that goes on here in this kingdom, okay?
For spoiling and violence are before me, and they are that raise up strife and contention. Verse 4, therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
And therefore the law of the Most High is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
That's right.
Esau, he'll judge you to the fullest of his wicked laws, all right? But the law of the Most High, Esau took the book in, like I tell you in Psalm the 50th chapter, and casted the word behind him. All right, so upright judgment is not being set out in this kingdom. Go ahead.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
And the wicked has compassed the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceeded. Because Because the so-called white man's in power.
Yeah.
You know? Like I said in the book of Psalms, so the throne of iniquity.
That's real, isn't it?
Yep, get it.
This is Psalm 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?
So the throne of iniquity, okay? The king of wickedness, the son of perdition. All right, so the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee. So the throne of iniquity have fellowship with the Most High. Right now, the Most High hates Esau. All right, tells you that in the book of Malachi. And also, if you still hold Romans the 9th chapter, he reiterates it. Boys, we're going to get back into it. Read again from the top.
Yeah, gun. This is Psalm 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
Which frameth mischief by a law. Okay? What's that in Isaiah?
Isaiah the 10th chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isaiah,
10 and 1.
10 and 1, yeah.
All of them that decree unrighteous.
They frameth mischief by a law. That's what Esau's into, man. You know?
Yep. It's law. Well, nowadays it's lawful to be a homosexual.
Yep.
It's lawful for a woman to divorce her husband.
Yep.
They was promoting that over there.
It's lawful to do wickedness.
Yep.
Why? Because the man that's in power, to have stewardship of the earth, said it so.
Okay.
Like he's there you go, Baphomet on a t-shirt. What is that?
Yep.
That's an Israelite.
Yep.
Jake's into that. You know, Jake's into wickedness. You know, that's how these things. Well, everything's going dark now. Remember now that we was talking, a lot of the movies now that are coming out, they got a dark vibe to it.
Yep.
People are just they don't want to have nothing to do with righteousness. That's why the majority of you people of the world, you're gonna take that chip.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna take that mark of the beast. Who's the beast? Esau. Okay, the system Esau. He's that red beast.
That's right.
You know, and the harlot that sit up on the scarlet covered beast. You know,
And child marriage, like girls.
it's nothing but wickedness out here, and the Most High will destroy all you wicked people.
That's right.
And that's a guarantee. By the way, you like guarantees, right? 100% money back
Yeah,
guarantee.
guaranteed.
This is guaranteed. Well, it tells you that the words are faithful and true.
That's right.
You know, so we're telling you before it's going to happen. See, the Most High bad. He gonna tell you how it's gonna happen before it happens, and he gonna make right on his promise that all you wicked people of the world, okay, you heathens, you just gonna die and you gonna die and come into slavery. 2/3 of you Jakes, you gonna catch Jake in trouble, but you gonna come back righteous. That's the mercy of Yahweh Shema Shai. So you better be thanking the Lord. Okay, you got it, brother.
That's right.
Yeah, Jake got
Isaiah chapter 10. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Who is that, man? Who's in the position and the power to set the laws? All right, the so-called white man. This is gonna go into it, man. All his laws are set up to oppress Jacob. You know?
That right grievous which they have prescribed.
The right grievous which they have prescribed. You know about what? Through their laws and their penal codes. Okay? You know what?
To turn aside the needy from judgment.
Turn aside the needy from judgment. Like the brother read, what's that, Nahum, the first chapter? That you just read? Habakkuk, the first chapter. Or to turn aside the needy from judgment. Who's the needy? The Israelites. You know?
Turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
To take away the right from the poor of my people. Okay? See, because in this land right here, man, Esau puts what? Be tolerant. Be tolerant to the LGBT. Be tolerant to people worshiping Satan. You know? Love. Be tolerant. The only thing that there's no tolerance of, all right, it's the prophets.
Yep.
It's the word of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Everybody else is free to do whatever the fuck you want to do, all right? But we out here standing up for the Bible and we looked at it wrong. That's why the Most High, who the world ignorantly deems God, is going to rain fire on this place.
That widows may be their prey.
That widows may be their prey. Who's the widow? The Israelites, man.
Yep.
So we're the prey. You know, Esau's a cunning hunter. And who's the prey? The Israelites.
Well, later on in the story that the brother was reading in Genesis 25th chapter, after Isaac passed, what did Isaac say? He said, "The days of mourning my father are at hand."
Esau.
Yeah, Slakia, Esau, Slakia. Slip of the tongue. Yeah, come, Baba Kishar.
Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, "The days of mourning for my father are at hand. then will I slay my brother Jacob.
And that time has never ended. We're heavier at that time than ever. That's why we're heading towards what? We're entering to the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Because he's about to execute vengeance upon you, Jakes, through the Lord on the left hand side. That's the Lord's sword. All right. So he's about to. This is still in his agenda. These wicked elites. All right. They're plotting on exterminating you, Jakes, man. All right.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a lot of you niggas by surprise. Well, it's gonna take all you niggas by surprise. All right, even though we tell you, it's gonna take you by surprise. They put it in the movies, the Purge.
Yep.
Esau's preparing to get you, Jakes, man.
That's right.
He gonna say is you are. Well, what happened in 70 AD? What happened prior to before that when Julius Caesar?
Yep.
Okay. I believe it was Julius or Augustus Caesar where he killed. Or I'm sorry. It was Herod.
Okay.
Herod.
Yeah. Yep.
When he killed all the children, the Israelite children under the age of 2.
Okay.
So that's gonna. You think Esau not gonna do that? What is Trump? Trump, he hates you Latin tribes. You think he ain't gonna roll on you Latin? He told you to shoot him at the border.
Yep.
So that spirit is coming back, and Esau, he's embracing that spirit. Hate groups are rising.
Yep.
Okay. Especially white nationalist hate groups. They're rising. This is not a hate group. We're not a hate group. We're a love group.
Straight up.
Yet we hate wickedness.
Yep.
And what's here in this world is wickedness. So we hate it because the Most High hates it. All right. And the Most High is going he's going to act upon it. See, he's acted upon it already. He just set the stages.
Yep.
He's not going to just go, I'm going to destroy you. He gonna build up a case like Esau. Esau, you like to build up a case? Hit you with a RICO,
Yep.
which is organized crime.
Yep.
Organized crime. That's Esau. He's the first crime syndicate. Okay, starting with the Cesar Bozier, the Bozier family. He's the first crime family, and he's an actual family. The Edomites are actual families.
Straight up.
Just like the Lord said in Amos, the 3rd chapter, He's gonna judge us, the family of Israel.
Yep.
He's gonna judge the whole nation of Edom. All right, and he gonna wipe you out. Okay, he gonna wipe you out here in America, and you Edomites that are in Europe that are not destroyed, you Edomites in Russia that are not destroyed, in Australia, New Zealand, but you're gonna be scattered. Esau, he gonna try to scatter you. At least you ain't gonna be touched. All right, you're gonna be in bunkers. You're gonna be you're gonna be in outer space. They got several movies on that how there was a so-called nuclear destruction on Earth, and the elites of the Earth went up into the space and waited for the Earth to calm down, and they try to come back and re-inhabit it. But that's not gonna happen. The Israelites, we gonna come and grab your ass. Okay, we gonna put chains upon you, and then you gonna clean everything up, and you gonna rebuild our kingdom. And then when we're done with you, okay, when we're done with your ass, you're gonna be exterminated. You're gonna be burned up, and there will be no more Edomites. Okay, and we're gonna rejoice at that day. And you lucky the Most High is a just power. He only give you 1,000 years. Okay, you will have us in perpetual slavery. It's like it tells you in Ezekiel the 35th chapter how you have that perpetual hatred. And since you hated blood, the Most High, He got blood preparing for you. So right now, when everything is going on, the Lord is preparing blood for you. How? In the form of race riots, for an economic collapse. He gonna send beasts on you, okay? And then He gonna hit you with nuclear missiles. All right, that's what's prepared for all you so-called white people. All you Edomites, nuclear missiles, Judgment Day. And they don't want to hear you guys so-called Jews, you Israelis, the so-called Jews. You got it, brother. Y'all not on that sign, all right?
And everything the brother said, man, is found in the scriptures.
That's right.
We're gonna bring the scriptures out on it.
That's the future judgment for you Edomites, for you so-called white people. Kind of like Yehudi.
That's right.
Edomi Caleb.
Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 1. Righteous art thou, O Lord, when I plead with thee. Yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments. Wherefore doth the way of the wicked prosper?
Wherefore does the way of the wicked prosper? You know why? Get on Job 9:24. You know?
It says, wherefore are all they happy that deal very treacherously?
Wherefore are all they happy that deal very treacherously. Why? Because Esau, he can't, like it tells you in the book of Proverbs, the 4th chapter, he can't sleep unless he causes something to fall. Alright? He's not okay unless he does wickedness. Really, he's not okay unless it's, hey, he puts pure hell on the people on his side.
Okay.
You know? You got more?
It says, thou hast planted them Yea, they have taken root. They grow. Yea, they bring forth fruit. Thou art near in their mouth and far from their reins. But thou, O Lord, knowest me, that thou hast seen me and tried my heart towards thee. But thou, O Lord, knowest me. Thou hast seen me and tried my heart towards thee.
The Lord is trying our heart towards him. He's trying our reins. Okay?
Lord, pull them out like sheep for the slaughter.
Pull them out like sheep for the slaughter. Okay? Matter of fact, you can drop that guy's 14 and 21. Pull them out like sheep for the slaughter. Why you treat our people, what it said in 2 Corinthians 15, my people as led as a flock to the slaughter? All you have done now for slaughter the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You think there's no judgment for that? Okay, here it is with an apple of the Most High's eye. You know what I mean? And you putting up a hell on us? You think you just gonna ride off into the sun? You think you're gonna enjoy the kingdom of heaven? You know, you think you're gonna be judged for all the wickedness that you've done?
Yeah. What's that? Psalms 49.
Yep.
The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. That's what is Esau's mind. He thinks that this is going to be forever. Israelites, you're going to be perpetual slavery under me. I'm going to have rulership. He'd rather destroy the earth than to give up rulership.
Yeah.
This is the type of man that we're dealing with. It tells you that in Matthew 24th chapter, how the Lord, he got a shorter time or no flesh will be saved. Because this is a guy that's not going to give up power. He has to be taken out of power. Yep. So much so the Lord got to give his men power, and that's what's happening. That's what's going to come. He's going to give us power to destroy our enemies.
That's right.
Okay? And right now, we have power right now in the form of the Holy Spirit. What is the word? And what's happening? We're slicing you people up. Right. Slicing and dicing, throwing fireballs, you know, hitting you with hammers.
Casting down strongholds.
Casting down them strongholds, man. You know? And this is what you should be doing, not militarizing.
Yeah.
Militarizing Esau the sword. How you going to beat the sword? How you gonna beat the blessing? You have them I don't know what Israelite group they were talking about. We got to tap into Esau's blessing.
Oh hell no.
Man, Jake's simple, man.
Yep.
You can't tap into that blessing. The scriptures say those who live by the sword are going to die by the sword. We live by the spiritual sword, which is the word.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
And this word is life. It's life unto those who believe. And first and foremost, you gotta be an Israelite.
That's right.
Okay.
So Jeremiah 5:14. Wherefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts, because you speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire.
Yeah, so we're actually breathing fire, man.
Okay.
How about that? And that's why you don't see people up here. You can't just come up here in the presence of Yahweh Shema Shai and just stand here and you super wicked.
Yep.
Because you getting burned up, man. It's cutting you. Hebrews the 4th chapter, 4:12. This word is powerful. It's quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. That's why these wicked people, they don't want to hear this word. Well, here it is. You got mega churches.
Yep.
You got all type of mega church. They dancing and singing in the church.
Kanye just dropped his album.
Jesus
is king.
Jesus is king, but that's not his name.
Exactly.
People love that.
They love it.
That had nothing to do with the scriptures.
That's right.
Do you not know that that the Lord? Hey, can you get that in Revelation 11? He comes to make war in righteousness. Yeah, 19.
Revelations.
Yeah, because he is a great king, and a king has what? Servants. Before you do that, get Luke 19:21.
Oh, my enemies.
Yep.
St. Luke chapter 19.
Because when you watch these ancient pieces, right? Those who don't want to bow the knee to the king, what happens? You get your head chopped off.
Yep.
So that's coming back, okay? That's going to come back. You don't want to worship the Lord, that's going to come back. You're going to get your head chopped off. How about that? How about for those apples? How about Jesus is king for that?
Yeah.
Or Yahweh Shai is king.
That's right. That's
okay?
right.
And guess what? We kings too.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, bro.
St. Luke 19:27. But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over
So
them.
the Lord has enemies. Is that in red, bro?
That's right.
That's in red. That means that's the actual words of the Lord. Okay? They're in red to let you know who's speaking. So the Lord said he had enemies. With the Christian church, these Christians will make you think, believe that God loves everybody. They'll even say Jesus is God.
Okay.
Just totally bugged out of their damn mind.
God is love.
God is love. Yeah, he is love, and he also hate.
Yep.
There's a duality to the Most High. He loves, well, it tells you that proverb, he loves them that love me. I love them that love me. And those who hate me love death.
Yep.
And you guys are, this world is displaying that you hate the Most High. So that's okay. It's okay with him. He's just going to destroy you. Go ahead.
But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Slay them before me. So there's going to be a lot of slaying during that time. Isaiah 63. Before that, Isaiah 63. Hold that. If we get that, but that's not.
Revelation chapter 19, verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse.
Yeah, a white horse. Go ahead. That white horse is talking about the chariot. Okay? What you people call UFOs. All right, the Lord is coming in the fathership, a big UFO, and the whole world is going to see it. Okay? Revelation, the first chapter, the whole world is going to see Yahweh Shai come back. And you know what? He's not going to look like a so-called white man.
But you can just
Okay? He's going to look like a dark-skinned man. Okay, well, with woolly hair, red eye, and he's angry. See, the Lord, you guys think that the Lord is happy with this place. He's happy with just out of orderness everywhere. Okay, chaos. He's okay. He was mad with Sodom. He was mad with Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. He was mad when he flooded the earth.
He went to anger management.
Yeah, he went to anger management. But since Esau got in, Esau talked to God, and God calmed down. Now the Most High is angry with the wicked all the time. That's what Scripture said. Okay, and he's angry that you touched his people. That's your ass. Go ahead.
And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse.
Yeah, a white horse, like I said, the chariot.
And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
Yeah, faithful and true. That's another title for the Lord, faithful and true. Okay? Everything that's contained in this book, this is him. This is written of Yahweh Shai. It's true. Whether you believe it or not, Romans 3 and 33. Okay, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Whether you believe it or not, it's going to happen. That's what you people don't understand. Go ahead.
And in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
So the Lord's going to come back in war. He ain't going to do war like Esau does war in wickedness. He's not going to plot against you. All right, come spy you out and then take your substance. Slowly creep him into power like Esau did. He did that during the time of the Renaissance. All right, he crept into power. Okay? The Lord, he took us down and Esau came up. And the same thing's going to happen. Esau, you going down and we're coming up. All right? And Esau knows that. The elites know that. And you know what? These average, everyday so-called white people, these Edomites, they're starting to consider these things. You can see they're looking at you. They got a scared look on you. Because they can see that the dynamics are changing. Okay? There's a polar shift. There's a shift. And this happens throughout the whole history. One nation goes down, another nation comes up. So Yahweh Shai, not Jesus, he's coming back to make war in righteousness. You done on that? Okay. Real quick, Isaiah 63 and 1. Yeah.
Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
Edom. You red people of the earth. Okay? And all you nations want to be like Esau. Well, you know what? You're going to die like Esau.
That's right.
Are you Moabites, you come over here, you want to be like Esau. You Ammonites, you come over, you want to be like Esau. You Arabs, you come over, you want to be like Esau. Well, it tells you in Psalm 83, Psalm 83, it tells you they were confederate against us. So all you nations are our enemies.
Yep.
Okay? And you know you made enemies with the wrong people. All right? You supposed to be the friend of us. You supposed to serve us.
Yep.
The getting good with the Most High, so to speak. The way to get in good with the Most High is you got to serve us.
Yep.
But that's gonna come back, okay? We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that by power. We ain't gonna ask you about it. All right? We're not gonna ask you to be our servant. Can you do this for me? Can you clean my house up for me? No, we're gonna bash your head in. That's what's coming back to the planet Earth. All right? Rulership, the ancient way of living. Yep. All right, manual labor. That's what's coming back. None of this bullshit. All right, you ain't gonna be on the computer. No, you're gonna be working hard labor for Israelites. Okay?
That's right.
We're gonna have handmaids. All right, we're gonna have servants. All right, who's gonna fulfill those roles? Because there's gonna be a lot of employment in the kingdom of heaven. You nations gonna fulfill those roles. Okay? You're gonna be serving us just as we're serving you right now. Go ahead.
That's right.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. You was over here. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
This is back in Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel.
This is a depiction of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, because that's not his name.
Yep.
His name is Yahweh Shai. He is a deliverer. And he's only coming for his people. So it says, who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? What's Basra, the chief city of Edom?
Yeah.
Where's the chief city of Edom? America. Where you Edomites dwell. The red people of the earth. And how is he going to be looking? He's going to have dyed garments. Why is he going to have dyed garments? Continue.
It says, this that is glorious in his apparel.
Yeah, he's going to be glorious. He's going to have glorious garments on. And he's going to be coming in a glorious vehicle.
Yeah.
And you know Jake is all about vehicles, that chariot.
Yeah, yep.
Jake is about stunting. That's our spirit. When you get a car, you just don't get a stock car and you happy with a stock car. No, you go in there, what you do, you put the shoes on it.
Yep.
You put the shoes on, then you can't even paint.
You beat the sound
Then
system.
you put the beat in that bad boy.
They complete.
Then you gotta have the leather. Okay? You gotta have it smell good. So the Lord, he gonna come back glorious.
Yep.
You gonna see him, he gonna be pulling up on that chariot. But this is gonna be an extraterrestrial vehicle. Something you never seen before, all right? Shoot laser beams at your ass. So not only is he gonna be able to ride it, he gonna be able to shoot things at it too. All right, like if you niggas was able to get a car and put guns and shit on the car, you niggas be running around the hood stunting, man. Like, you gonna mess with me, man. I got a machine gun, I got missiles. Okay? Go ahead.
Traveling in the greatness of his strength.
You got a question? This is GMS, Great Millstar.
It says, traveling in the greatness of his strength, I that speak in righteousness mighty to save.
Yep, mighty to save, because the Lord is the only one that's gonna save. We already know what it is, you know. It ain't no big deal.
They want a smooth doctrine. They want something that conforms with them. I believe what his face was smooth.
Yeah.
Jake wants something to suit their wickedness, man. Something that, all right, cool. I don't have to change that. I don't have to change myself at all. Just put on a t-shirt with fringes, grab you some scriptures, and just pull up.
They have an Israelite party.
Yeah.
You're not dealing with that.
Straight up,
All right? You're not dealing. The Lord ain't dealing with that. Foremost. All right? Just keep going.
Verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine
Yeah,
apparel?
the Lord gonna be red. This is symbolic of all the killing that he's gonna be doing.
That's right.
And who he gonna be killing? He's gonna be killing you Edomites.
Yeah.
As well as you wicked people of our nation. You so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, you proud Israelites. The Most High resisted the crowd.
That's right.
All right, and he's gonna come to destroy a lot of people on the earth. That's not a message of the world. Here it is, Esau. He's destroying all type of people on the earth.
Man, he killing them.
He killing all type of people, bombing people, drones. This man is making all type of weapons, but we're the worst thing on the planet Earth. What people have we killed? What people have we bombed? We don't have drones. All right, we don't have fighter jets. We don't have cruise missiles. Right, but we have the word, and that's the most pop. See, that's what they don't like.
Yeah. Yep.
This is worse than all those things. We killing them spiritually.
Yep.
You have dreams at night. You can't get this off your head. You trying to play your little video game at home, and then you hearing us in your head. The Most High gonna destroy you. All right, so you don't have peace of mind. And then at the same time, all the things that we're reading are coming to pass. When you keep bucking up, they just lying, and it just keeps coming. It just keeps piling up. Go ahead, bro.
It says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Yeah, because the Lord, he gonna have his garment's gonna be it's gonna be red, man. It's gonna be red like back in the ancient world. You'll step on the grapes,
Yeah.
you know, and you'll get bloody, you know, you get bloody. So the Lord, he's coming to get bloody. Okay. And whose blood? Can you get Isaiah the 34th chapter? Hold that too. Whose blood he gonna have a sacrifice with? Starting with you red Hebrew Edomites, the ones who destroy the earth. All right, and 2/3 of you Jakes that are joined unto him, and you other nations, you're just a sacrifice. You're just extra. You know what I mean? That's easy. Easy work right there. Yeah, you just a filler. Okay, go ahead, bro. That's it on that. A little more.
A little more. I have trodden the winepress. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
That's the characteristics of the Lord, who you call king. Okay, Kanye West. Most High just gonna destroy that guy.
Yeah, like you said, publicly, because the Lord made everything with this guy public. Him bugging out, him creeping up into this position of power, him going left and right, you know. All right, to this point, and this guy talking about, yeah, God is showing off with me because he claimed that he got 60-something million. But guess what? Like the brother said, we was talking via text for the camp, and the Lord gonna make His death public, man. And that's gonna be something to shake you niggas up. A lot of you niggas, Jay-Z, you know, a lot of you prominent figures for these 2/3, you know. Because these who so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans look up to and follow, man. So the Lord is gonna smite y'all ass, man.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 4, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come.
Yeah, the day of the redeem is when He's gonna come and redeem His people. And at the same time, it's gonna be a day of vengeance. He's gonna take vengeance upon His enemies. Okay, that's done. We're done there. You got your precept?
I'll jump to this. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 1. And there shall come forth a root out of the stem of Jesse.
And that goes into the Lord actually coming from the line of David. Okay? He was born of a man and a woman. Not this immaculate conception. That's the doctrine of the devil. Okay? Go ahead.
And a branch shall grow out of his roots.
Go ahead.
And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him. And the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord, and shall make him a quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears, but with righteousness.
Okay.
Shall he judge the poor?
Yeah, in righteousness he shall judge the poor. Everything that the Lord does is going to be righteous. So when He comes back, He going to destroy you people in righteousness. Okay.
And reprove with equity for the meek of the earth.
And who's the meek of the earth? The meek of the earth is talking about the men of the Most High. Okay. The elect of the nation of Israel. That's the meek of the earth. Or not an Edomite in a suit that talks nice. The whole time he's plotting against you how to destroy you behind closed doors. Go ahead.
And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth.
Yeah, he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth. How is he doing that? Well, right now he's doing that through his prophets. He's actually smiting the earth. When we speak, you hear words, right? But there's an actual spirit that goes out with this. There's an actual vibration that goes out with this, and it's actually going out to the four corners of the earth. Can you, Psalms the 19th chapter. That's Psalm 19.
Oh yeah, yep, it sure is. This is the book of Psalm 19, verse 1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth His handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Yep, that's talking about the men of the Most High. They're actually speaking, the prophets, the preachers. Okay, the word preacher, we're also preachers. The word preacher means prophet. Okay, go ahead.
It says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
So this word is going out no matter what. Even if it's in English, you got subtitles. Okay, go ahead.
Their line is going out through all the earth.
Their line is going out through all the earth. Okay, so these vibrations of the word of Yahweh Shemashai is going out to the whole planet Earth. Okay, and it's actually making things happen. Okay, it's being spoken into existence. That's how powerful this word is. So when the Lord, He put the Spirit on the prophet, He put the word inside the prophet's mouth to speak to the people. The Most High he ain't got to speak to you people. If the Lord spoke to you people, you wouldn't be able to withstand, your body couldn't even withstand His words. You couldn't even withstand His presence. He can destroy, if He's uttered a word, He will destroy the whole earth. So what did He do? He put it inside men.
Their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them have He set a tabernacle for the sun.
Yeah, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The Lord, He set us up. He set us up, and who's doing the heavy lifting on the internet? What you Edomites created. Everything that you Edomites created, you got it from Israelites. Okay, you stole their intellectual property and you built upon that. Okay, the internet, You have Philip Imagwale, they call him the father of the internet, Nigerian. Jake, Google it, just Google it. Or you have Mark Dean that have patents of the microprocessor. So you're going to realize that everything that you people, like you were going into earlier, everything you people take advantage of and use in this world, it all goes back to an Israelite in some form fashion. Well, just the very fact that you're able to enjoy the amenities of America is built off the backs of America. Jake, the Native American Indians, the Seminole Indians, the so-called Aztec Indians, the so-called indigenous people of this world. And you took the so-called Negro, they came over here. All right, and what happened? You since we were property of you, anything that we created, you took ownership of it, credit. You took credit of it. Okay? We were out in the field, you got billions of dollars. All these different insurance companies, all these different Fortune 500 companies, they have traces of slavery. With the term old money, what does that mean? That means slavery money, devils. So you have a lot to pay for, okay? And the Most High, he's gonna revenge us. Okay, he's gonna basically give you a recompense for all the wickedness that you have done, Esau. All right, and there's many scriptures on that. You know the scriptures. You read the scriptures. Esau trying to creep up here acting like he don't know the scriptures. He read the scripture and you get cut. You get cut, Esau, when you read the scriptures. Why? Because you're reading about your destruction. Okay, Vocab Malone, that's the devil. Yeah. Okay. But the devil is set up to do what? To deceive. Deceive the simple-minded of our people. But that's okay. You gotta go anyway. That's the prophecy. We don't cry over you jakes that get put to death or that are simple. You can't get it. That means you weren't meant to get it. Okay? Isaiah 6 and 9. All right, yeah.
Isaiah 11 and 4. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked.
Yeah, the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. Now he gonna physically do that when he comes back, but he's doing that right now. See, Yahushua is here. He's here right now. He's here in the form of the Comforter, which is the Word. We're doing the same thing that the Lord will be doing if he was on the planet Earth. He'll be teaching the people, he'll be teaching his people, and he'll be condemning the wicked Esau, and condemning the wicked of our people. And what happened when he did that? They wanted to kill him, so much so that he actually was put up on the cross. Okay, you got another piece. I want to get Isaiah 34 real quick. Let's get into the destruction of you people, man, you Babylonians.
Isaiah 34.
Yeah, you can start at 5. 4 and 5.
Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Yeah, my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Go ahead.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
It shall come down upon Idumea. Who are the Idumeans? Is there a scholar here? Is there an Edomite scholar around? Can we go into that word Idumea? Who are the Idumeans? Esau knows who he is. All right, that's the Greek way of saying Edom. You Edomites. Esau knows this. Esau goes into the history. The scripture said that he's wiser than Daniel. So he's a carnal man, so he searches out everything. He's not a spiritual man. So he went and he looked at all the records. He looked at the history, and what did he find out? That he was an Edomite. You had the book Arthur Kosher. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, the 13th tribe. Okay. And basically, he came to the conclusion that if the so-called Jews that are in that land over there, if they are Israelites, they will have to be of the 13th tribe. Okay, yeah, go ahead, read that.
This is in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Esau's scholars. He says it. It says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures.
Yeah, Edom is speaking about the so-called white man. The so-called white man is in the Bible, and he's known as an Edomite. He's not known as white. There's no such thing as white. Okay, get that out of your head. There's no such thing as Caucasian. Get that out of your head. That's not a nationality. Everybody has a nationality according to the Bible. And we're here to declare your nationality that the so-called white man has taken away from you. He made you believe that you were something else than what you were. Why is that important? Well, according to prophecy in the Bible, certain nations are going to receive certain judgments. So you got to know who you are. You better hope you one of these people right here. Because if not, that's your ass, literally. Go ahead.
It says in the prophetic scriptures.
The prophetic scripture, so we're reading about prophecy. And that's what none of these other groups go into is prophecy. The word prophecy or the prophesied means to say before. To speak before. Pro-speak. Let me break the word down. All right? Go ahead.
As the scene of great future judgments.
Of great future judgments. We read some of his judgments. What was some of his judgments? Isaiah 34. Isaiah 63.
That's what it quotes too.
And see, because he went into the scriptures and he's seen it. Why would it be there? Why would it say that? You got to ask yourself that question. Why would it say that? Go ahead.
She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High.
Why? Get Obadiah. Because he's going to be exterminated. You so-called white people are going to be exterminated. You have to be exterminated. If there's a problem, right? Like you have cancer, right? Cancer. Can you live with cancer? I mean, sooner or later, yeah, it's going to kill you. But what do they want to do with cancer or a virus? What do you want to do when the doctor see the cancer? Okay, or the virus or the bacteria? They say, oh, we're not going to cook well with it. I'm not going to feed the bacteria. I want to feed the bacteria or feed the virus. I want to give it more ability to grow and take over the body. Because it's a parasite. It wants to latch onto the host and it wants to take over the body and destroy the body. What do? You kill it. You destroy it. We wanted to, so you got a doctor like, look, you got a virus doctor like, look, you're going to destroy the body. You're going to be happy as hell. Like, yeah, I'm going to be back home. Everything in the earth is going to go back to its righteous state. And even on a higher level, once this man is exterminated. First, you got to be put down. You're not going to have no ability or no power to do anything that you want to do. If you want to do wickedness, you try to do wickedness, we already know you're going to do wickedness. We're going to be able to read your mind. All right, we're going to have telepathic abilities. Something that you trying to do with your chip. Okay, with your technology. You're not going to be able to do it. The Most High is going to destroy you before you're able to fully implement your chip. It tells you that in Job, the 20th chapter. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be made in straights. Go ahead. Oh, you was done in there? Okay, cool. Yeah, get Obadiah. You start at the top, brother. Yeah, Esau don't. Where's all the prophetic breakdowns of the Obadiah? If there is Esau, he's tap dancing, man. This dude's a tap dancer. This dude will play semantics. It already happened, or that's really Obadiah. He had a bad lunch, you know, and he was speaking, you know, he ate some Chinese food. That's not really what it meant. Edomites are done away with. No, they're not done away with. All right, they live. Go ahead.
Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom.
Hold that real quick. Get Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. What is the vision? A vision is. Oh, you got it already? 2? Yep, 2 and 4.
Habakkuk chapter 2.
No, start at 3.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
The vision. So it's speaking about a prophecy. It's yet for an appointed time. Continue.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Read it again. Public shot.
But the vision is yet for an appointed time.
So we're about to go into the vision of Obadiah. But how would you be able to know the vision of Obadiah? When you see a vision, that means you're seeing something afar off. Like a visionary, right? Somebody's a visionary. They like an architect, you gotta be a visionary. Somebody that's an artist, you gotta be a visionary. You gotta see things that other people can't see.
You got to have foresight.
You gotta have foresight. Those words are synonymous with each other. Okay, so a visionary, somebody that's foresight, an architect, an artist, they want to see something afar off. It might not be built yet. It might not be able. You gotta put pieces together like a director. A director is a visionary. He's able to put a whole bunch of pieces together and envision in his head, and then it comes to pass in the future. So that's what a vision means. It means a prophecy. You know what? Can you look at that word? What would that word be? I haven't looked at that word.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
So appointed time. Did it happen yet? Go ahead.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
I mean, everybody would agree that we're at the end days. Wouldn't everybody agree to that? Why would they have a doomsday clock? And it's at the closest that it's ever been. Why is there nuclear missiles? And they say this is the only weapon ever created that can actually destroy the whole earth. Why do they have all these different movies? 2012, you know, these different apocalyptic movies. They got Inception, where you gotta actually Interstellar, you gotta actually go to another planet because Earth is being destroyed. Okay, aliens coming down, destroying the Earth. It's the same narrative. Why is that narrative being played out? Because that's what's going to happen. But Esau, you know, he puts his cinematic twist to it. We're telling you what's really going to happen. Okay? Go ahead.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
It shall not lie. All right, it shall not lie, meaning it's going to come to pass, and we're seeing it come to pass, and we're telling you that it's coming to pass right now.
Though it tarry,
because look, generations have to happen. Prophecies have to happen. We had to go into slavery. We had the falling away first. Okay, there had to be a falling away, meaning our people had to be gathered up. We had to lose our nationality. Well, the prophecies say that we were going to get it back. That's what Esau, he didn't quit for that. Why? Because he's a carnal man, and really, ultimately, he was set up.
He thought he could change the prophecy.
You already know. That's right. Go ahead.
though it tarry, wait for it.
Go ahead, Terry. Wait for it, because things had to happen.
Because it will surely come.
It will surely come. So we're telling you, the destruction of you Edomites, you so-called white, is going to come. Just wait for it. Just have a good time. Go out, spend all your money. All right, do you. Do what Edomite. Do what Edomites do. All right, do what Edomites do, because ultimately you're going to be destroyed off the planet Earth. All right, you're going to get hit with thermonuclear missiles. All these nations are preparing for that. What does Scripture say? Let the weak say, "I am strong."
Yeah, prepare war.
What does that mean? How could you be strong? How could you be strong against a mighty man? Here it is, it's a mighty man. How can you be strong? Well, you gotta have a nuclear missile. You gotta have nuclear capabilities. You gotta see, because look, you gotta have that army. And then you gotta have a powerful allies. That's all prophesied. Okay, Ezekiel the 38th chapter. Russia, Gog and Magog is gonna be a guard unto these other weak nations, these African nations, these Arab nations. You have Russia going into Africa this week. You know? He's all he can't. Hold on. When Jesus Christ, when he came to the earth. Okay, hold on. But when he came to the earth, when he came to the earth, he was what? He was all colors. Okay, he represents all of it. In what fashion? What fashion? But he was a man of color, though. You agree to that? Okay. So who did that? Who made that? You don't know, huh? Yo, you have no idea who made it. You can honestly sit here and say you don't know who made that image. But you can say without a shadow of a doubt, you have no idea how that image got here. You don't even know. You have no clue. All right, that's cool. All right, that's all I need to know.
It says, though it tarry, wait for it.
Though it tarry, wait for it. Go ahead.
Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
No, that's done on that. Go ahead, Obadiah. All right, now take it easy, my man.
Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom.
So there's a vision. There's an actual prophecy concerning the nation of Edom. Who is the nation of Edom, sir? Do you know the nation of Edom? Okay, the nation of Edom, they are the white race of the Bible. All right? So we're going to read. I want you to listen really close. Hold on. I'm telling you. You don't know. Yeah, you don't know. Okay, good. So basically we're reading about Obadiah. Obadiah is a prophet of the Bible. Okay, in Obadiah, he had a prophecy of a certain nation that was on the planet Earth. Yeah, of course. And he sees all the wickedness that's being done here. You see that? And he's seen what the white man has done to these people on the side. He's seen it. I know you don't believe it.
I know that. I'm just saying, you said he sees everything. He also seen the so-called white man put the so-called black man in slavery. He's seen that too. He's seen the rape, he's seen the robbery, he's seen the murder. You know what I mean? Like right now, if I go commit a crime, what's going to happen? I'm going to get locked up, right? Right? Am I right or wrong?
If you don't get shot.
So what's going to happen to the so-called white man?
Go ahead, I'm sorry. The vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Yeah, all these nations now are rising up against Edom. Edom is the so-called white race started with America. They're rising up, they're starting to rise up against America, and there's starting to be a new narrative being pushed on the planet Earth, coming against America, coming against you Edomites. Go ahead.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
The Lord has actually made you so-called white people really small among the heathen. Okay, when you look at the so-called white race, they control the whole earth. You have something?
You know, I was going to add, because really when you break it down, Esau is the minority.
Yep.
As a nation.
Yep, and he's a minority. And how did he conquer? How did he conquer the world? Divide and conquer. He started fragmenting the nations. Like Sudan. Sudan is fragmented. Why? They don't want power in numbers. The same thing with our people. He fragmented our nation. Like, let's deal with the so-called black man. What do? He put guns, he put drugs. He divided us. He divided the light skin with the dark skin. He did all that so we won't come together, because in the grand scheme of things, he's really small. So he has to create all these different wars so none of the people can come against him and realize that he's the one that's doing this. You know? So he's very deceptive. That's how he gained that power. Where did he get that power from? Where did he get that mind from? Well, he got it from the Heavenly Father. The Most High God gave him that power to do that for a small season. Okay?
He said, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Really, the so-called white man, he's greatly despised. The only reason why people are doing what he's doing or doing what he says is because he'll kill you. If you don't give me my, okay, I see that you got oil in your land. Give me that oil. Oh, you don't want to give me that oil? Okay. Now I'm gonna create a smear campaign. I'm gonna demonize you. I'm gonna put out all type of war propaganda, and then I'm gonna bomb your ass, and I'm gonna say that there was a corrupt leader there. They're destroying the people, and then I'm gonna have the American people backing me. I'm gonna UN backing me. And I'm gonna go in the land, and then I'm gonna take your oil. Did he not do that in Iraq? Did he not do that in Afghanistan? Did he not do that in Syria? Did he not try to do that in Iran? The same narrative is being played out on the planet Earth. The so-called white man being the devil.
The pride of thine heart has deceived.
He saw the so-called white man. He's proud. He's the proudest man on the planet Earth. He walks with his chest up. Nobody can tell him that he got a stiff neck. What the fuck you gonna do? What are you gonna tell me? I'm a so-called white man. I'll call the military on you. I'll call the cops on you. Right? I'll call the cops. That's cool. That's fine. I'll call the cops. And I know even if I'm wrong, they'll shoot your ass.
All about Jesus.
All right. Go ahead. Okay, sir. What color is Jesus? You don't know, huh? What color is Jesus? All right, Jew. Is Jew a color? Right. You went to school, right? I'm pretty sure you went to school. You look like an intelligent man.
No, I really
You look like an intelligent man. You look like an intelligent man. All right, so good. So it's Jew is a color. Honest, don't bullshit me. Jew is a color. All right, okay. You're darker. All right, so what color is Jesus? What color was Jesus? See, you're an Edomite, all right? You're an Edomite, but you can't tell the truth. You just can't sit there and tell the truth. The scriptures say, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. I ask you a simple question. All right, what color is Jesus? All right, good. So there you go. Go ahead, go bring that up.
Jeremiah 14:2, Judah mourneth in the gates thereof language.
Well, if we know, you said he was a Jew, right? Judah is short, or Jew is short for Judah. So let's read it again.
Jeremiah 14:2, Judah.
No pictures, please.
Judah mourneth in the gates thereof language.
Judah is speaking about the tribe of Judah. The gates is speaking about the leadership. It's the nation of Judah is in mourning because we have no leaders. Well, no leaders that we're the leaders, really. But then people ain't gonna listen to us, right? They gonna listen to Al Franken and Kanye West. He's a leader. He's the leader of the so-called black race. Their leaders cause them the earth, meaning the air from the heavenly Father to go off. See, we have a certain conduct that we're supposed to live by. Okay, go ahead.
It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
So they're dark skinned. The Jews will be dark skinned. All right. So that if you by process of elimination, Jesus Christ, which that's not his name, he's a man of color. But what color? What color would he look like? Who would he look like if you was a man of color? Nobody knows. We don't know we don't know what he looked like. It don't matter. It don't matter. Or he is a man of color. Or, he's a Jew. He's Jewish. Yeah. See, when we go to the particulars, now all of a sudden you see how Esau he starts to tap dance. Shit, I would say Esau ain't been tap dancing. Jake just made it better. He just made it look good. That's it. You know? Yeah, you got something, brother?
Hebrews 7:14. It says, "For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning."
So there's more precepts on that, on the Lord being from the tribe of Judah. Yeah. Okay, and the real Jews, which we have this image here, this plank, this board here, this sign here, according to prophecy. This is according to prophecy, Ezekiel the 37th chapter. And we have the name, this is the English transliteration of the name, but it's because if we have the Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew, you wouldn't understand it. So we got names that you can see right now in the English. We made it plain upon tables, Habakkuk, right? And then we have the byword. The byword is what we're being called now, but we're actually, this is really who we are. And there's different tribes. All right? Now the so-called white man in the land of Israel, he's an imposter. All right, he's gonna get bombed out of that land. Because if the Jews went back into that land according to prophecy, there will be peace on earth. You can read that in Isaiah the 2nd chapter. So, and then there's only one tribe there. There's 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Where's Reuben at? Where's Gad? Okay, where's Benjamin? They can't tell you that. See, when you actually ask a so-called white man a simple question, not in his platform, because if you go to school and you ask him one of these questions, you can get kicked out of the class. But come up here and we ask these questions, and I guarantee you he's going to lie to you. It's not in the spirit. Because he's a deceptive man. All right, the white man, the white woman, and the white children, they were created to be wicked. Now look, I'll say this. You can look white, but you can really be one of these people. So there could be a chance. All right? It's not about color, but color is an indicator. So you can look like a so-called white person, but you can actually, your father lineage can go back to one of these people. And through the process of time, you can actually look like a so-called white person. And vice versa, you can actually look like one of these people, but actually be a so-called white person or be a Chinese person. Why? Because of intermingling. And the whole world is mingled together. I just want to classify that because we say white, we say black, so you people can understand, and then we'll further elaborate on it. Okay?
Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee.
It's called pride.
Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rocks.
And that's how he dwelt on a high habitation, clefts of the rocks. Okay, Mount Seir, Petra. Esau likes to live high. Go ahead.
Whose habitation is high, and said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Who gonna bring me down? Can you get Psalms the 10th chapter? Who's gonna bring me down? I got nuclear missiles. I got DARPA. I get DARPA billions of dollars each year to create all type of high-level weapons. Okay, I can tamper into the food. I can mess your head up into the food. I weaponize food. I weaponize media. Why? Because this guy, he's an actual weapon. Going back to his forefather, which is Hussein. What is that? Zion? Okay, that killing instrument. Go ahead.
So thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
The eagle is the highest flying bird the animal kingdom.
And it's an unclean bird.
And it's a dirty bird.
Nah, that's exactly what you want.
Okay, so here you an unclean bird walking around like you the cleanest bird. Get out of here, man. Get out of Esau. See, you've been found out. Okay, you've been found out to be the devil. And all you other nations been found out to be heathens. All right?
That's
Bottom line, well, we can go into your customs.
Yeah.
We can go into your customs, heathenistic customs. Now, if Jake is doing that because they're in a heathenistic mind frame, and if they don't stop doing that, they're going to get put to death. That's the breakdown on that.
Know thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and know thy set thy nest among the stars.
What's the symbol? What's the animal symbol of America? The eagle. What was the animal symbol of Rome? The eagle. You have the eagle on the dollar bill, don't you? So Esau, he references the eagle. The ancient Roman Empire. He also references the dragon.
Got it.
Because he's a serpent. And you have the snake, right? The snake slithers on the ground, right? But it's in the dust. It's still in confusion, and people can point out the snake. Oh, that's a serpent. But see, he references the dragon because the dragon, it has feet. It can walk amongst men. So now he can deceive. He can walk amongst you and still be that serpent. But then, see, the Lord, he created a supplanter. And a supplanter is higher level than the serpent. All right, and then he said, be wise as serpents. So we have the ultimate wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And the Lord opened our eyes, he gave us the eye salve to understand who the devil was. Because at one point, we didn't know who he was. 2 Thessalonians, 2nd chapter. Go ahead.
Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord.
The Lord, he's going to bring you down. Can we hold, I quoted earlier, Job, you know, we'll get it. But go to Psalm. Go to Psalm.
All right. From the top.
Yeah, from the top. That's fine.
This is Psalm chapter 10, verse 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
Yeah, the wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. Well, the Lord, he's no longer standing afar off. Right? He made himself known unto us, all right, through the Holy Spirit. And now he's dealing with us. Through his son Yahushua. We can't just go to the heavenly Father. The Most High ain't dealing with us like that. We got to go through the Most High, to the Most High, through the intercession. It's like if you had a judge, you can't just talk to the judge. Just run up in the courtroom. You can run up into the courtroom. I'm going to do what I say. Nah, judge, listen to me. Nah. You got to go through the lawyer. And who's our lawyer? A lawyer is nothing but an intercession through the judge. They know the terminology. They tell you, hey, look, now the judge, he's not gonna like that. Now we're gonna do it like this. This is how you gonna get on his good side. This is how we're gonna get out of this case. So Yahushua, he did that through this word. How we gonna escape judgment? Through faith. Faith in him, wisdom, knowledge, do the commandments. So the same rules apply.
And a precept?
Go ahead, bro.
It's 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 5. For there is one power and one mediator between the Most High and men.
There's only one. So there's only one mediator between the Most High and men. Okay, God is not dealing with you Negroes, okay? Oh, my God is my judge. Only God can judge me. Well, it said that he gave all judgment to his son. So what scripture are you reading? Okay? Everything was given into his son. And as the son got it, the ones who follow the son, they're going to receive it too. So we're going to be judges. We're judges on the earth. You done with that? And then what you got?
Yep, it says 1 Timothy 2 and 5. For there is one God and one mediator between God and men, the man Hamashiach Yahushua.
There you go. Boom. So you can't come against that. So you, in order to come to the Heavenly Father and be on his good side, you have to go to the Son, and you got to know what the Son look like. How you going to worship something you don't even know who he look like? You don't know who the hell he is. He can be a woman. He can be anything, an animal. You just worship him. When you do worship somebody, you have an image in your mind. Okay? When we worship the Most High, when we think of Yahushua, we have an image, and we know him as a dark-skinned man. Why? Because it's written.
The precept. It's St. John 4. I'm gonna start at 22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
Yep.
We know what we worship.
Yeah, we know what we worship. See, when we worship Yahweh Shemashah, when we come to him, we know what we're worshiping. We're not just worshiping in the blind, in the dark. Okay? We know exactly what we're worshiping. The people in this world, they have no clue. What's the example of that? Ask 1,000. Let's deal with Christianity. Ask 1,000 Christians the same question. They will give you 1,000 different answers. Go ahead.
It says, for salvation is of the Jews, verse 23.
Yes, salvation is of the Israelites. And no pictures, please. Go ahead.
Verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Yep, we're the true worshipers. Why? Because we know who the Son looks like. We know his characteristics. We know what he likes. We know what he hates. We know when he's going. We know that he's coming back, and we know what he's coming back to do. He's coming back to judge, to make war. He's coming to redeem. Okay, he's coming to destroy. He's coming to subdue. Okay.
It says, for the Father seeketh such to worship him.
So you gotta seek the Heavenly Father in spirit and in truth, in sincerity and in truth. Go ahead.
The Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Yeah, you have to worship Yahweh Shema Shai in spirit and in truth. And you know his spirit has a physical manifestation. Just like our spirit, the Lord through the spirit into us, we have a physical manifestation. We're the physical manifestation of the Heavenly Father on the planet Earth.
Yep. It's like Esau is the physical manifestation of Satan.
Yep.
If Satan was to come down and be in a body, he would look like an Edomite.
Yep.
And he wouldn't just come like, hey, I'm Satan, got a pitchfork.
Nope.
I hate you. Get under me. Now he going, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on?
We try to transform himself into a one of light.
Yeah,
Into of light.
He'll be down. He'll have that little crouch. He always walk with that crouch. He won't be walking upright like he'll walk with that crouch. He's real subtle. That's a so-called Jew.
Yeah.
I had a
All right, go ahead. But before you got the brother got one. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them that saw them.
Yep.
It says, and they, that's it, right?
Yeah, read it again.
It says, and after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High.
Yeah, after we came out of slavery, that hardcore bondage, and the Lord he said Elijah or something like that. And then the Spirit started to enter back into us. Because while we were just regular Negroes, we didn't know who the hell we were, he thought it was okay with that. He can quell the resistance. He can snap down the resistance. Any type of movement that Jake was a part of, Esau got up in there.
Yep.
Those pros and agents in there. Don't infiltrate it. Well, he can't infiltrate this. And if you do try to infiltrate it, the Spirit gonna find your ass out. There's been infiltrators. The Lord let them in. What is the scripture? According to prophecy, there be some crept in unawares. So you can't do nothing against it. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and then it says, after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them that saw them.
Yeah, the world is feared because we're standing bold on our feet. Before that, we were what? We were in the dust and confusion. Now we're standing upon our feet because we got our act together. How do we get our act together? Well, we worshiping Yahweh Shai. We serving Yahweh Shai.
spirit and truth.
The spirit of truth. And you can't come against it. Now you're afraid. The so-called white man is afraid. Okay, you damn devil. You so-called Edomites, you Edomites, you're going down and you're mad about it. And now they're coming up and you ask them a simple question. They'll say, oh, it's all about Jesus. All right, that's fine, okay. You're not going to deal with the word Jesus, that's fine. What color was it? Now you don't know. Here this nigga got all types of internet articles, he got all types of Bibles with images of the so-called Lord, right? He did documentaries on it, we got movies. This nigga's image of Jesus is planted across the whole world where he don't know what he looked like. That goes to show you that Esau knows who the Lord looks like. Okay, Yahweh Shai, he knows that. He knows his name is not Jesus. That was set up to deceive. back to Obadiah, right? But I want to go back to Psalm. Oh, I'm sorry, Shamar, you have the precept.
It's Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Yeah, never trust thy enemy. So you have enemies.
Yep.
That's one thing that you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, no pictures, please. You don't understand that we have enemies. No pictures, please. That's the sodomite. Don't worry about it.
Up, bro.
No pictures, you demon.
We already know sodomites gonna get the missile. We already know that. Read that again.
Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, Esau, his wickedness is always gonna be there. He's that crooked man. Okay, he can't do right. Well, as soon as they be born, they ain't right.
Right.
Okay? As soon as an Edomite is born, he ain't right. At conception, all right, when two Edomites doing that, whatever the nasty things they be doing it, one Edomite.
One Edomite man.
That is true.
All you need is one Edomite to make an Edomite.
There
You
you
gotta
go.
be the man.
That's true. That is very true. As soon as that Edomite born, they wicked as hell. They ain't thinking about how to please Yahweh Shema Shai, nor could they. Okay, so the scriptures say, never trust thy enemy. Who's our enemy? Starting with Esau and the other nations. They know that. That's why they won't let you marry their daughter. Why would they let their daughter marry the enemy? But you so-called black, Hispanic, Native Americans will. The black woman, the Hispanic woman, the Native American woman, she's all up in every other nation. She opened her legs to every other man.
Every nation but our own.
Every nation but her own. Okay, that's actually happened. This is actually happening. Bringing forth tears. Okay? But that's okay. They're going to be destroyed right along with her. No biggie. Go ahead. See, we only concerned about the elect.
That's right.
What is the prophecy? 12,000 on each tribe. And we know a whole bunch of women going to come. Isaiah 4:1, it's going to come.
Well, just like the elder said, you just need one Edomite man. All you need is one Israelite from whatever tribe to bring back the nation. You know? So technically, we don't even need you wicked ass women of our tribes. Yet the Lord has a remnant preserved for the elect.
The Most High ain't going to do away with all the women.
Yeah.
What was Esau doing when he came to Americas, man? More specifically, down in South America, Central America, and Mexico, what were they doing? They weren't worried about killing off the women.
Right. Yep.
They was raping them, man. They was what? Plowing seed. They was trying to spread as many Edomite seeds as possible, man. And that wasn't just the Northern Kingdom. They did that in the islands, all right? They did that in the Caribbean. They did that here in America, man, with the so-called black man. That's why you got terrorists all over the place, man. Well, you got some guys, they bug out thinking they're Edomite.
Good.
You got,
It happens.
chances are you're probably Edomite, you demon. You damn demon. Go ahead.
You down on that one right there?
I was a little bit bored.
God.
It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Yeah, beware of this damn devil, man. See, we beware of the devil. We know the devil is the devil. That's why we can maneuver in this society. We ain't gonna work. I've worked amongst a lot of devils.
Yeah. Yep.
But you know what? I'm friendly with the devil. Hey, devil, how you doing? That's great, devil. And they doing the same thing. Hey, nigga, what's going on with you, nigga? Don't think you ain't doing the same thing. But the thing about it is we got the Most High on our side. All right, and we're in actually captivity. See, Esau, we're amongst you in your rulership. Okay? How about that? See, you ain't gonna be dwelling amongst us Israelites in the kingdom of heaven. Well, you are gonna be dwelling amongst us, but not. Let's talk about the capacity. How you gonna be dwelling? You gonna be dwelling as servants.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't gonna just be like a house servant. You know they have the house Negro, the field Negro. You gonna be strictly in the fucking mines.
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna live in the dirt. Okay, you're not gonna even have a shack. You're not gonna even have cardboard to sleep on, Esau. You're gonna be sleeping on a bed of thorns in volcanoes. All right, and then deep in the earth. Esau, you have to go like 10 miles deep in the earth and live amongst fucking gargoyles. All right, I'm just joking, ain't no gargoyles. But if you know we wanted to create some gargoyles in that time, we'll create some. All right. So there you go. We'll hold you. You done with that?
It's just a little bit
Okay.
left. It says, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Yeah, beware of this damn devil. Beware of the beast man.
Okay.
Beware of the beast man. Who the beast man? Esau. The so-called white man, he's the beast man. The harbinger of death. Everywhere this man goes, death pursues. He kills the animals, or he kills the plant life. He kills himself.
Well,
He kills the Israelites.
The ape scroll says he'll make a desolation of his home and yours.
And that's out
That's
of
in
the
the
scriptures.
scriptures. And they call it the ape scrolls, right? Because they want to say this. Well, we're apes, right? And these are our ape scrolls. Well, you're damn right. All right, you're damn right.
However you want to twist it.
Esau, you got it. You got it. You got it. Hey, because if these are the ape scrolls, you're done for, man.
Yep.
Straight up.
All right, they was bringing it out, cutting you up, man.
Well, that movie was a whole play on the scriptures.
On the scriptures.
On what the future prophecies
On the
entail,
kingdom.
which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans ruling after the nuclear destruction happens. It's the reason why you had different apes. You had orangutans, you had chimpanzees.
The gorillas.
Yeah, they represent the different tribes.
Yep.
Esau knows. This damn devil knows. He studied the scriptures. All right, he's not gonna tell you in plain sight because he's the goddamn devil. All right, and then he's not creative. Okay, he can't just make up his own stories. All right, he had to go into the scriptures, man. That's why it was directed. Man, we were talking about it the other day. They're directing high-level wizards and warlocks, and they got to read the scriptures, man. Every story basically that's on the planet Earth, it comes from the scriptures.
Well, this bullshit ass Halloween, Dia de los Muertos, those are in the scriptures, man.
Yep.
Necromancy, speaking unto the dead. All right, masking yourself to mimic something that's dead. That's against the scriptures, man. Oh, but in this society, everybody loves worshiping death because you guys are dead. This is the Valley of Dry Bones, right? If you don't believe in this Holy Bible and follow the law, statutes, and commandments that are in it, you're dead, man. You're dead meat. All right, and the Lord's gonna sacrifice your ass, right? With the missile that's about to come.
Right.
And so all these people out here worshiping Halloween, okay? And then when you put on a costume, you're just channeling the demon.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching my nigga Masdival. That guy's a demon. He even said it. They're like, oh man, what you gonna do after the fight game? He said, well, I got too many demons on me to give that up. He's like, oh, I gotta go in that cage and I gotta get going.
Well, that's the spirit of Jake now.
That's the spirit of Jake, man. He's a killer, man.
It's actually to be a demon.
Well, Jake got demons on him. But he channels his demons. He's a blind. That nigga was fighting niggas in the backyard of Kimbo Slice's house, bro, in Florida. That nigga's a killer, okay? You was back in the day, you know, Kimbo Slice was beating niggas' ass. Well, as you know, he went from Kimbo Slice's backyard to the octagon, man. All right, so that guy said he has demons on him. That's why he need a fight. Well, Jake, the Lord's gonna open it up for all these Jakes to have that fighting demon on them, really that warrior spirit to go out and do what? Kill Edomites.
Yeah.
Right? And they're gonna channel that spirit through the spirit.
That's right. It's Micah the 5th chapter.
Okay.
They're gonna channel that left-handed energy. They're gonna just totally morph into a demon. Cause look, them niggas, you Jakes, you gonna have your top ramen taken away from you. You got your perky and your Xannies taken away. You got that weed taken away from you. And it's gonna actually see all those things are really to suppress the demon.
Yeah.
All those drugs you Jakes take is to suppress the demon. Where them demons gonna come out full force. And who they gonna be looking for? For the devil, the so-called white man. Okay? They gonna be looking for the problem on the earth. All right, so Esau, you have demons attacking you. You like some scary movies, right? Some haunted houses. Well, Esau actually he has a whole industry set up to where he just wants to scare you. Well, Esau, you're gonna be at the chains roll, as the scripture say, and you're gonna be scared of the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American man, and you can see it on their face now. All right, you can see it on their face now when they're amongst Israelites, especially those who have a serious conscience on them, not a silly nigga. Silly nigga, they give peanuts and let them dance.
Yeah.
Go back to the scripture.
Psalm 10. Yep. This is back in Psalm chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in devices that they have imagined.
Yeah, so you imagine all these wicked things against us, Esau? Yeah, you elite. So we're really talking about you elite. You imagine all these wicked things against us? Are you up in these secret councils? The Most High is going to take you by all those things that you try to get us by. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 3. For the wicked boast of his heart's desire.
The wicked boast of his heart desire. He got that chip. He said he gonna chip everybody. He told your boy that what's that? Your man's that he was a Jake.
Aaron Russo.
Aaron Russo. He told Aaron Russo my plan is to actually chip the whole world.
Yep.
Okay, have everybody in subjection. So you book and then you put it in your movies. Okay, predictive programming. All right, you put predictive programming in your movies. How you gonna have Jake in utter subjection? Okay, how you gonna destroy Jake? Well, you gonna be taken by those same devices, those same wicked, evil devices. We ain't really talking to you low-level Edomites. We just telling you low-level Edomites, you going down. You gonna be destroyed. We're really talking about to the elites.
That's right.
The elites of the society. Yeah, in that day, the so-called white woman, she ain't gonna have a smile on her face. Or she gonna be trying to please so-called black, Hispanic, Native American men, all right, for not getting judged.
But she gonna be like Amber Geiger on the stand.
Yeah, teary-eyed, crying.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it. I make a mistake. See, it's not good to be a so-called white person in society. You say something against Israelite, it's gonna go viral, and then you're not gonna even get hate mail from Jake. You're gonna get hate mail from your own people, and then your ass gonna get fired.
You gonna be homeless.
And then you're gonna try to make apologies. But not so long ago, you was able to do all type of shit like that, and no repercussions. We're in a new age now, baby. Where you going down? Get second and the sixth. You got a precept? Yeah, you own that. You own precept. That's okay. Get second and the sixth. Okay. All right, the brother got it. Oh yeah, you brother, that brother's holding 6-9. Second and 6-9. Go ahead, bro.
Second Ezra 6 and 7 says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting and sunder of times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow
The
it?
end of the first is talking about the first world, which is the last end of the first world. Esau will be governed. This is the last governance of this first world, and it's completely out of order. Well, it says that it was iron and miry clay. It's the worst. It's the feet. The feet are on the ground. It's the dirtiest part of the body, really. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 8 says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand fell first and killed Esau.
The brothers are going into that early. What that symbolizes. Okay, you Edomites getting pulled out of power by the Spirit of the Lord, ultimately. Because niggas would think, okay, niggas, they gonna come up, we're the best of this, we're the best of that. Esau, he'll destroy that. He got his robotics coming. He gonna start doing away with you niggas. He's not gonna need you. He gonna have robots do his bidding. He gonna try to actually merge with machines. What do he need a nigga for? He don't need you no more. He got what he got the use out of you, and then he's gonna destroy you. So it's really the Spirit of the Lord that's bringing this man down. That's what he's afraid. He ain't afraid of these black militant groups. He's afraid of the spiritual militant group. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 9 says, For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau, the so-called white man. He's the end of the world. That's the breakdown of the end of the world. Esau. Getting pulled out of power. Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it.
Jacob is talking about the Israelites. We're about to come into power, man. Right? We're about to come into power. We're watching the wicked fall out of power. This is the society. This is what it would look like at the end of the world. If you were a director and you wanted to channel the energy of the end of the world, and what would it look like to step outside? This is the end of the world, the end of the so-called white man's world. The end of wickedness, the end of homosexuality, the end of lesbianism. All right? The end of being out of order, the end of worshiping different gods, the end of you talking your bullshit, you got an opinion. Opinions are not going to matter in that day. Okay, it's going to be the truth or it's going to be your head. We're going back to the ancient way of living, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee.
Who hates us? The other nations. The so-called white man, the so-called Asian man, the so-called Arab man, or the so-called East Indian man, and 2/3 of our people. They hate us. But it is really talking about the other nations. Lord, He's gonna put the curse that were once on us, all right, upon our enemies. The
Chiefly Esau.
Chiefly Edom.
Like you was referring to Ezekiel, because you had a perpetual hatred against him. And you are chief anyway.
And the brother read it how you Edomites, you're not gonna receive any mercy. Why won't you Edomites receive any mercy? Because you have not shown any mercy.
That's right.
I don't care how many so-called Negroes you give child support, you declare, okay, you can get child support, or you can put them in HUD housing. Where the fucking HUD housing is made by Kim to destroy you. How many people how many Jakes you give Medicare to? But when you go to the hospital, he's killing you even more. He's not giving you the herbs, he's not giving you the true medicine of the earth. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yeah, so these other nations, they persecuted us. That's the reason why we're in the capacity that we're in now. Why do you think we went into slavery? It was because of hate. Now the whole world's about love now. After the kingdom's been built up, after you got iPhones and shit, you got your military set up, you know, you got Haagen-Dazs ice cream and hot dogs and hamburgers, you got your baseball team set up. Now it's about love. Now you gotta love people now. But before that, it was about hate, hate, hate. All Esau showed was hate, hate, hate. But now that his society's going down, he wants love, love, love. It don't work like that, baby. Okay? You're gonna receive Galatians 6 and 7.
Well, yeah, this devil, all he's done is showed hate to everyone on the planet Earth up until this day, still to this day. Yeah, he wants to go and classify what's a hate group.
Yep.
You got, hey, no pictures. No pictures, you fucking weirdo. No pictures, you fucking demon.
That's hate. Stop hating
shit.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so anyways, the so-called white man, he's a fucking hated, demon, murderous thief, a piece of shit, and he's gonna get lynched from a tree and burnt up, all right? This guy got some nerve to go around classifying what's a hate group, man. Look at you, hate group. You the hate group. Your schools, your abortion clinics, all right? Your drug dens. Those are hate. Your police department, your military, your media. Those are hate groups. No pictures. No pictures, miss. I know what you want with those pictures. All right? Okay? Yeah. He wants to say GMS is a hate group on his Southern Poverty Law Center. What do? We don't go around beating up Edomites.
Well, you look up the founder of the SPL, man. He got caught up in some madness, some pedophilia case, man.
Pedophilia. Yeah, so
that nigga, he ain't credible.
Yeah, so
You know, he got it's dirt on him. How the hell you gonna classify somebody as a hate group? You a damn pedophile,
Yeah,
man.
that's not a credible witness.
That's hate right there.
Well, you notice in their hate groups, there's no pedophile groups. Where's NAMBLA? Why ain't NAMBLA up in there? Because those guys who run the Southern Poverty Law Center want to act that they have a moral high ground. They're over there being pedophiles and damn selves. Yeah, they could go, oh, you guys are a hate group. Oh, you guys are black nationalists. First of all, none of us are black up here, all right? We're Hebrew Israelites. We're all brown-skinned people. Nobody here has black skin or white skin. We're brown people, all right? We're Israelites. And just the fact that you want to call us black, that's hatred.
That's hate.
These and Aitala Yehudi, all right? Aitala Yehudi, all right?
Oh God, I learned about that.
Yeah, let me just bring this out real quick. This is from RedIce.tv.
Big old hook nose. Go ahead.
It says SPLC co-founder accused of
SPLC, which is the Southern Poverty Law Center, which
Oh,
we just released it. No pictures, you damn demon. Right?
Damn demon.
Keep going.
SPLC co-founder
preaching and then you call me
accused
damn
of
demon?
trying to molest stepdaughter with a sex toy.
Look, this is the founder of the Southern Poverty Law Center. The Southern Poverty Law Center wants to go around tell everybody who hates, and who loves. This guy over here just try to do what? He tried to sodomize his daughter, man, with an inanimate object. Keep going.
I'm gonna just jump down. Maureen Dees, ex-wife of SPLC co-founder Morris Dees, filed for divorce on March 8, 1979 after a decade-long marriage marred by difficulties. According to an appellant brief obtained by Big League Politics, the brief was filed by Maury Smith, Julia S. Waters, and Charles M. Crook. This is actual public information. So you can't say we make it up, we slandering them. Attorneys for Maureen in Alabama Court of Civil Appeals.
This is from the court document.
According to court testimony, among other perverted sexual behavior, Dees attempted to molest his 18-year-old stepdaughter with a sex toy.
You see? Keep going.
Holy Buck was Maureen Dees' daughter from a previous marriage. Holly testified that in the summer of 1977, Morris attempted to molest her in the following incident. One night, Maureen and Morris were sitting drinking wine and discussing a case Morris was trying, the brief says. Holly was with him. Around 11 or 12 o'clock, Maureen went to bed and Holly stayed up with Morris discussing the case. Morris kept offering Holly wine, some of which she accepted. Holly testified that she declined, choosing to go to bed instead.
What does the scripture say? Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink. Well, Esau, man.
Esau. He's trying to get her liquored up.
Yeah.
Sicko. Keep going.
She went to her room and then went into the bathroom. The document says, looking out the window, she saw Morris in the bushes beside the bathroom window looking in. She said, Morris, is that you? But he said nothing and ran away. 2 months later, things got worse.
Straight up creep. Straight up creep. Edomite. Keep going.
Morris entered Holly's room from Morris's and Marine's daughter's Ellie's room through the bathroom, the document said. He was in underwear and he sat on the bed where Holly was lying on her stomach facing away from the door. He touched her on the back and woke her up. He told her that he had bought her a present, and he presented her with a vibrator. He plugged it in and said he had bought it to her. He proceeded to rub it on her back and said, let me show you how to use it.
Sicko.
A sicko, man.
That's what the so-called white man did. Who runs the Southern Poverty Law Center, man. You already know what happened, all right? It's court documents.
It's public information. And not only is it wrong according to Esau's laws, it's wrong according to the scriptures, man. He ain't supposed to be dealing with a woman and her daughter. All right? But the so-called white man, he can define what's hate and what's not hate. Who's part of a hate group and who's not part of a hate group. This nigga's moral compass is completely off, man. He gonna tell you what is defined as hate and what isn't defined as hate. Well, did you hate your daughter? Did you hate your stepdaughter?
He was showing her love.
That's love. That's actually love.
According to Esau, that's love. Hey, love wins.
Right?
According to Esau, if you want to be a fucking sexual deviant, love wins. Fuck this place, man.
Yeah, this is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him, which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah, this guy, he over here, he thinks he got it right. Oh, yeah, that's a hate group. Oh, there's a black nationalist. Oh, he's over here calling other Edomite groups hate groups. Nigga, you a hate group.
How we black nationalists, but you got so-called Hispanics and Native Americans amongst us?
The black guys up here supposed to kill me and the rest of us. Supposed to kill us if they was black nationalists. What kind of bullshit is that?
And what about the Israelite foreigners, the ones that don't look like so-called black people? You got brothers in the camps that look like Edomites, man. So if we are a so-called black nationalist group, according to you, wouldn't we be going after brothers that look like Edomites?
Yeah, that don't make no damn sense, man. So that whole BS of who's a hate group just shows you who Esau is, man. Because only Esau will go around and point out who's a hate group. But he's the main hater. All he's done is shown hate around the world. And he's continued to do so today. With his legal system, his justice system, so-called justice system, man. Ain't no justice served in there. Because this guy, SPLC guy, you know, he paid her a couple $100K. He's out and about probably paying other weirdos and freaks to do sick shit to them, man. Keep going. And the spirit ain't upright in them, man. And that goes for every last one of you so-called white people, all right? Ain't none of y'all is good. Ain't none of y'all has an inkling of righteousness in your fucking DNA, man.
Well, if he was righteous, he wouldn't be trying to get down with his wife's daughter. That's wicked.
Yeah, that's completely wicked. Go ahead.
Habakkuk 2 and 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's right.
But the just shall live by his faith.
Go on.
Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine.
Yeah, and that wine is all these false philosophies and bullshit that he likes to push on the nations, and especially on these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right, some of that wine is Dia de los Muertos and Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
It's all happening so damn fast, right? And these people want to be into it. Why? Because it's a pagan, wicked holidays, man.
Yeah.
The left-hand side. Okay, keep going.
It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
He's a proud man, man. You're so proud. Here it is. You established this country through nothing but hate. All right, you enslaved the so-called black man. You genocided the North American Indians, and you continue to genocide and ethnic cleanse all these neighborhoods that have so-called blacks and Latino Native Americans living in them, man. You damn devils. And I don't know if you brothers have watched it or heard of it, that Watchmen show, right? Just watch the first episode, the first scene, because it shows you what the so-called white man did during the Tulsa race riots, which also known as Black Wall Street. I forget which year it was, probably 1921, something around that era. I don't know if brother could look it up. Tulsa race riot. And what pretty much what it was an all-out war between the so-called white man and the so-called black man in a place I think it was called Greenwood, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? And it's the same story as Rosewood. Right? I actually think this one's called Greenwood, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Whoever gets it, read it.
Greenwood District, Tulsa. Greenwood is a historic freedom colony in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as one of the most prominent concentrations of African American businesses in the United States during the early 20th century.
So after slavery was done and dusted, so-called done and dusted, all right, the Emancipation Proclamation came about, things called freedom colonies were coming out all over the place in America. And the main one was this one in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Keep going.
It was popularly known as America's Black Wall Street until the Tulsa race riot of 1921.
Until the Tulsa race riot of 1921. And it shows you in that show, The Watchmen, which is a fictional story, but it uses an actual historical event to create a background for the characters. And the story takes place in Tulsa. But of course, it's an alternate reality. You would like watching it. It shows you when they flip this shit on its head, man. Because now it speeds up from that time to modern time. Now guess who the nigga is? Guess who's getting beat up by the cops? And guess who the cops? Jake. Jake the Tulsa PD now. And whose neighborhood they rolling in and is beating ass? The so-called white man's ass, man. And Esau, who's the main hate group? The white supremacists, man. And they're showing you that in that show. In the alternate reality that Esau's over here fighting for rights. He mad, he can't get jobs. And Jake, what happened is that Jake got paid back for all the shit Esau took from him. All right, Esau actually paid Jake back right after that time. They paid Jake back, and then Jake invested that in themselves, man, and put themselves above all the poor ass Edomites. So that's what happens in that show. Well, let's keep reading because people watched that show and they thought that shit was just a fake. They didn't actually know that happened, man. I had no idea about it. Grown ass Edomites, man. An Edomite that's an educator. An Edomite with a college degree. He doesn't know about the Tulsa race riots, man. He thinks it's a fucking movie, man. That's why when the Lord gives us that power, man, it's gonna be all out on you goddamn devils, man. Keep going.
It says,
but a nigga doesn't want to learn about it. That's fake. I don't need to know. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to watch it like a faggot nigga Charlemagne. Oh, give me that slave movies. I'm done with that. Man, I can't wait till the so-called white man puts you niggas back in slavery, and he is during the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Martial law, concentration camps, dying for the microchip. This devil about to put his foot in your ass. Keep going.
It was popularly known as America's Black Wall Street until the Tulsa race riot of 1921, in which white residents massacred as many as 300 black residents.
And that was a lot more than 300, all right? It was up in the thousands, 5,000. Keep going.
Injuring hundreds more, and razed the neighborhood within hours.
Razed the neighborhood within hours, and they show you that this devil was literally flying planes and dropping bombs on the people there, man. Okay, and then Jake had a weapon armory too. They was ready. They knew Jake. They had to get rid of Black Wall Street, man, because from there that was going to take over the whole nation. Okay, so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans. They were going to create these freedom colonies where they didn't work. They didn't need Edomites. They didn't need Esau's money. Okay, they had their money. They didn't need Esau's businesses. They had their businesses. They didn't need Esau's investors. They had their own black investors, man. They didn't need Esau's food. They had their own farms.
So-called doctors.
They didn't need doctors. It was all there. And Esau didn't like it. Because he was still a bum. He was still smelling like shit. Here it is, Jake. They said, I forget, I read a lot about it. It's been a while though. I forget, there's a super high level grand piano that you can only get in Europe. And Jake was selling those on Black Wall Street. And once Esau saw that, he's like, how the fuck did these guys get that piano, man? When that happened, they lost it, man. Then they started accusing Jake, oh, they're raping, this and that. Because after that, they realized that these guys are making deals with Europeans behind our back. They're cutting deals, they moving money. Jake cut out the middleman, who really is Esau, the so-called white man. More importantly, the so-called Jew. Keep going.
It says in Raised the Neighborhood within hours, the riot was one of the most devastating massacres in the history of the United States race relations, destroying the once thriving Greenwood community.
Yeah, and what was the race relation? Who had the beef? Who was mad? You so-called white people, all right? You went in there and you attacked those people, man. You killed, you ethnic cleansed Tulsa, man. You think you watch that show, that was just part of the show. That actually happened, man, and it was worse than what they showed. But it was good if you watch it because it shows that Esau was just shooting everybody. Women, children, babies, elderlies. And they were just burning everything. They had all the kids in the church. They burned down the church, man. They had all the old folks in the home. They burned that down, man. And if you didn't run out, if you didn't leave Tulsa, you tried to hang out in there, you would have died in the firebomb, man. Because they literally razed every last building, man. They didn't leave nothing. Go ahead.
Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Now did it show them no mercy.
The so-called white man, the Most High, delivered us into your hands, and you showed us no mercy. You didn't have to do that at Black Wall Street. What about justice? You had falsely accused a black man of raping a white woman, which never happened. That was never the case. You just have a hatred in your heart for the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American man, and more specifically, that Tulsa race riot, it was the tribe of Judah, okay? Keep going.
I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Now did it show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
They actually used to have white people that went into Greenwood to go to the tailor, to get clothes, go to the cobbleman, to get shoes, because it was better than what Esau had, man. And then Jake would actually have a European type of style to it, because Jake used to travel, come back and bring that. That's how how did they got the piano? Jake was out there traveling, man.
The war just ended a few years prior to that as well.
Jake was in those movies, man. Okay, and the style, the tailoring, the suits, where did they get? They got from all the different places they went. So Esau used to go up in there to even get stuff from Jake, man. And what Jake was doing too much. Okay, and what happened? The Most High had to bring us down a notch.
Paul, the society that Jake established goes against the curses that the Most High put on us.
Yep.
You shall go to your enemy in the one of all things. You know, hunger, thirst, and nakedness. Jake was a Thomas, so the Most High, like, nah. Then on top of that, Jake wasn't worshiping the Heavenly Father in that town.
They just had their own Black America.
Yep.
It was their own version of America, but for so-called black people. Which is wicked, okay? You ain't supposed to be doing that shit. You're supposed to build your society around the Holy Bible.
Basically, a nigga paradise. Niggas speak about and they rap
Thug Mansion. They want.
Yeah, Thug Mansion. That's basically what it was. Most I destroyed Thug Mansion. You can't if you don't have your foundation is in Yahweh Shai, it's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, you could get all the money in the world here in this society, land. It don't matter, man. The Heavenly Father is gonna take it away from you because he ain't with it. Look what he did to Job.
Yep.
Job wasn't under the curses then, okay? But the Heavenly Father put him under a certain curse, man, to make a point. And what's his point right now? The point he's making right now is that this is not our rest, okay? We're still, we're prisoners of war, right? We're POWs. You got any more?
It says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
That's right. And the Heavenly Father, right? Our people don't even really remember how Esau was whooping our ass, man. They want to forget about it. I don't want to remember that. Don't go in there. Don't talk to me about the white man.
Well, they forgave this devil already, man. He didn't even ask for forgiveness, but Jake forgave him already. You know?
Yeah. Esau hasn't gave you a formal apology. He hasn't bent the knees. He said, forgive me. And come through with a tribute. Niggas want reparations now. They want 10K. That devil Vlad TV. Oh yeah, just give him a free education. Nigga, we want you as a slave, man.
Right.
All right? We want Edomite slaves. That's the only reparation we want. Okay? And we're gonna put you goddamn devils to work. And we're gonna fucking firebomb your pit that you're in every day. Go ahead, bro.
I got this for you. It's
Demons are.
Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
Mount Seir is representative of Esau, Edom, right? The ruling class. Keep going.
And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Heavenly Father, when he stretches out his hand, he makes things most desolate. He ain't gonna stretch out his hand and pluck it up and make it all nice. He gonna bring it down to the ground.
Just like he did the Black Wall Street. That was really the handiwork of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You go into it. The scriptures tell you that Esau is the sword of the Heavenly Father. It's the Most High destroyed Black. You don't see that town ain't there no more.
Never got put back.
He did the same thing in Rosewood. You know?
That's right.
Keep going.
It says,
Well, look, they did it here to Fillmore.
Yep.
They did it to Harlem.
I was there about to say that.
All right, they do it to all the little Jake areas and Jake. And then you go to Fillmore. I was there, 2 weekends ago? Man, it's balling out. I don't see no niggas. Zero. Every restaurant is balling out, man. But there's no, Esau took it over.
Yep.
Before, like, I remember seeing Moabites. I didn't even see no Moabites. It was all Edomites. Money.
Taking back the community.
Esau taking back their shit. All right, and the Most High is going to do what to their ass? Read. And Esau, you're going to have to take it back, man, because you lost it. You're done. That's why you're going to call martial law. All right, you're going to come through with this RFID microchip. All right, that's going to be the last stand of making America great again, right? The RFID microchip. You lost everything, man. You gotta come through with something crazy, wild, and that's what's you're gonna come through with, you know?
And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, I am against, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
That's right, and the Heavenly Father made Greenwood desolate.
Yeah.
Imagine what the Heavenly Father's gonna do to you goddamn devils here in America.
That's right.
San Francisco, LA, all right, Vegas, the whole damn country.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
And then that's when you're gonna know who the Lord is. People over here, they showing up their power still, right? Oh my God, Esau's done out here. They got a bunch of little Edomites. They can't even turn the lights on, man. They can't even get out of bed. They gotta have people. They can't go down the stairs because the elevators don't work. You're an old ass Edomite. You live on the 6th floor. Ain't nobody can go. The lights don't work. She in there in the dark. They're sitting there in the pitch black. Haven't ate in 3 days. Dude got to knock on the door and put a flashlight in her face. It's just hilarious.
Well, they got a lot of these Edomites that are on breathing machines.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they have that the restriction of the air, so they got to actually sleep with a goddamn mask on. And there's no electricity. What do you do?
Breathing machines, they got the air tanks.
Can't breathe.
Hey, they're Aaron Garner.
Well, your life alert, you got to charge your life alert up.
Yeah,
the life alert is through. So
Well,
if you fall,
everybody,
you
I
can't get
bet
back up.
everybody's life alert probably a server crashed. You got all them people hitting it up.
Verse 5, Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Yeah, the time of their calamity, the time their iniquity had an end. Hey, that's when our people started having freedom colonies.
Yep.
We started making ourselves freedom colonies. We started believing in what the so-called white man was believing in. The American dream. Okay? Freedom, prosperity, and the pursuit of happiness. Right? And Jake was looking at it. Jake was like, man, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it too now.
Yep.
Let's go west. Go west, young man. Right? Then we said Esau, go west, young man. Go kill and rape Esau. Go ahead. And then Jake was like, man, I could go too now. And that's what Jake actually did. They went out west, places like Tulsa, places like out here, parts of LA, parts of San Francisco, Seattle. They start coming out here and doing what? To follow this bullshit wine that the so-called white man put out on you. But you transgressed by. That's why the Heavenly Father completely wiped out Greenwood. Keep going.
Therefore, as
Like the brother was saying, they weren't worshiping the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
The Heavenly Father was far off from them. Especially when you live good, you ain't thinking about the Heavenly Father. You think about that next thing you're gonna bust out.
And Jake was having parties and shit.
They was
having
partying.
extravagant balls like Esau.
Oh, they was doing all
committing
that.
adultery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all that. They probably had a fucked up court system. Woman, cheating on the man, leaving the man.
You know it's all type.
You're not Jake. You're not.
Read the scriptures. That's all type of wickedness.
Same
Jake
thing
was
was
going
going
on. The Most High destroyed. That's what exactly what was happening in the land of Israel. Jake was doing good, doing all type of wickedness, man. But they had money. They had, they had their own autonomy, so to speak. But they ain't worshiping the Lord. The Lord destroyed it.
Yeah, the same thing happened, man. Everywhere you go, Jake is doing the same thing. You go to West Africa, you go to Europe. Jake was living good, man. Jake was rich. Jake had gold. You go into the Byzantine Empire, the different art that they had and the riches that they had. Jake had gold, man. Gold, silver, precious stones. Jake was living good, but committing all kind of wickedness. You go to West Africa, Jake was doing the same thing. Jake had kingdoms down there, man. Playing with gold, playing with silver, had all kind of women, but all kind of wickedness was going on there, man. All you gotta do is take your ass down there right now and see what the fuck the niggas is doing, man. Worshipping these other gods. The Northern Kingdom was doing the same thing over here, man. They have flourishing cities, all right? You look up, was it Cahokia, something like that, which was basically a huge Mississippi Valley, man. Huge structures, man. And a lot of the natives, they would, converge there and worship Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, seemingly, man. But Jake started to decline, worshiping these other gods. So what did the Heavenly Father do? There ain't no trace of that site no more, man. The Most High completely wiped it off the face of the earth. It's like he gonna wipe this place off the face of the earth, man.
It says, verse 6, therefore as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, so what does that mean? It's guaranteed, man.
Yeah.
There ain't no way for you Edomites to get up out of the destruction that's coming to you, the destruction and the judgment that's coming to you. The Heavenly Father swore by himself. He said, surely as I live, read again.
Yeah, Cahokia Mounds.
Yep.
State historic site. It's a site of pre-Columbian Native American city.
It was a city, an actual city. See, you go into these schools that this devil run, he don't bring that up. He'll tell you Dad was just running the plains. He had little, huts on the East Coast, small dwelling places. He only had villages. He didn't have no cities. There was no metropolises here before I came and built cities. Okay? I came and introduced that, but not, yeah, it had cities. The Aztecs, they had cities, man. The Mayans had cities. The Inca, they had cities. All right? The Taino, they had cities, man. We were, you gotta look at where we came from. There were cities in ancient Israel before the Babylonians came and took us down, before the Syrians came and took us down, man. We were a highly developed society. And after we got conquered and the Most High destroyed, all traces of civilization that was there, you would look at it and say these people are proof, man. They didn't have no civilization. There was no city. Just like when the kingdom is established, you're gonna look at this devil and be like, well, he always been like this, man. What infrastructure have you built? You ain't gonna be able to see, look, that's my stuff. I had America. America gonna be gone, man.
And the remembrance of it.
Yep. You ain't gonna be able to say, I built cities. Nigga, where your cities at, man? You've been destitute.
Well, you built that. You built that to be a little bit of smoke coming from America. Yeah. That was you? All right, for sure.
Then you're gonna see him in his low state. He's gonna be in a pit, man.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. This the man?
Yep.
Like, what? This guy? There's no way.
This dude built skyscrapers. This the dude that built the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
That built the Twin Towers.
This dude built a rocket to go in outer space.
Yep.
He was putting hell on us. He had us in slavery. It's gonna be, you're not gonna even be able to imagine now. That's how low this man's gonna be. So that's what happened to us. So that's why when we tell our people that we were great, and we had these different cities and these different kingdoms, what? There's no possible way you see niggas dancing with peanuts and shit. You know?
Well, the internet scoffed that Esau says, but we was Cain.
Yeah.
That's just a scoff. That's how they feel. That's how Jake feels about himself too. We was Cain.
Yeah.
Oh, we was Cain. Yeah, you was just right. That's what Esau's saying.
A lot of Jakes don't even believe that though.
No, they don't.
That's why the niggas go to Egypt, because Egypt, those structures are still standing, man. Jake ain't gonna look at West Africa or Israel and see, look, we was ruling that, but ain't nothing there.
There wasn't kings in Egypt. They had people called pharaohs. They had pharaohs, man. Those people were gods on the earth. They had all kinds of bugged out shit. When you actually look into the Israelites, we actually were kings.
Yep.
Right? The Stewarts, right? King James, his family line, we're Israelites, man. Mm-hmm. Charlemagne, right? His line, I forget the name of his line.
Yep.
Okay. All those
all
lines,
kind of families.
those are families, those are nobility, kings. So we were kings, actually.
Well, it says in the scripture, kings and the princes.
Yep.
You have the whole concept of dukes and lords. That all goes back to Jake. That goes all back to Jake. Barons, like the word baron, that's the actual lord.
Yeah.
You weren't an actual king, but you were a high class.
Well, that's why Trump named his son Barron. He literally named his son B-A-R-O-N, Barron Trump. Well, they call these guys robber barons. Meaning they were slimy capitalists in the late 1800s. They go around and just steal people's money. It was the early white collar crime. Okay, robber barons. But back to let me finish reading this. Okay, Great Muslim, we like to go into the history, right? Unlike these other groups. It says, which is not hate. Well, where's the hate in this? How can we be a hate group? We're just a history group. It's true. We're a truth group. We're a truth group.
It's hate because it elevates you above the so-called white man.
It's hate because it's truth, and truth is hate according to the so-called white man.
Yep.
Because he's a man of lies, right? It says, Cahoyca Mounds is a pre-Columbian Native American city directly across the Mississippi River from modern St. Louis, Missouri. This historic park lies in the southern Illinois between East St. Louis and Collinsville. The park covers 2,200 acres.
That's how big. Well, the city was probably bigger than that.
Yeah, well, it goes into it. About 3.5 square miles. It contains about 80 mounds, but the ancient city was much larger.
Yeah, so it was bigger than that. You got cities today that's 3.5 square miles, three square miles. Yeah. Keep going.
At its apex, around 1100 CE, Cahoyca covered about 6 square miles, which is like close to San Francisco. This is 7x7, this city. Well, this is a fucking metropolis, right? And its apex around Cahoyca covered about 6 square miles and included about 120 man-made earthen mounds in a wide range of sizes, shapes, and functions. The population...
So it's basically a city, just like you see here. We just had a different architectural design because we got a different spirit than the so-called white man does.
Yep.
Keep going.
And it says, the population, it may have briefly exceeded contemporaneous London of that time. So it was, in other words, it was just as big as London.
That's just him speculating. Yeah. You know, our people are numerous, and he always lies about the numbers. It could have been more densely populated than this city right here. But then if you type that in on YouTube, there's an account of the natives that was living there during that time. And if you look at that map, that was a central city for basically, the eastern part of the United States, man. Anything east of the Rockies. A lot of the natives, they would come and gather there. That was basically like the central city, man. But if you go into the history, they'll tell you that a man came down from the heavens and he told them, like, look, you got to stop living the way that you live. You got to go back, to this way. You got to stop stealing. You got to stop committing murder. You got to stop coveting after your neighbor's wife. That's in the scriptures. Yeah. And who was that entity that came down through the spirit? That was your house shot. Yeah. He came down and corrected. Like, look, y'all going off, man. Yeah. Then what happened to it? Jake did the same thing Jake did in Israel, man. They didn't hearken to the Lord, so the Most High destroyed it.
Right. Yep.
Back in Ezekiel 35, starting verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Yeah, the Most High is preparing blood, preparing you unto blood, which means you're going to get put to death, man.
Yeah.
Right? Keep going.
And blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, so death is going to pursue you, and death is pursuing you so-called white people, man. These diseases hitting you. You know, your numbers are dwindling. You ain't reproducing at a fast enough rate to repopulate your nation, man.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, you're a bloody man. You don't got no problem going around the world and murdering people. So now the Most High is gonna have people rise up against you and put you to death.
Yep.
Get Genesis 9 and 6 real quick.
This is Genesis chapter 9, verse 6. It says, whoso shed up man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
And what has this man been doing since he came on the scene? He been murdering people, man. All right? The scriptures tell you that in Habakkuk. All right? You have brought shame upon your nation because you have cut off many people. That's the legacy of you so-called white people here on the earth. You went around the world murdering people, man. All right? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm lying. And if I'm lying, produce the evidence. Show me one place that has been inhabited. You Edomites, so-called white people, have went and you ain't murdered the indigenous population that was there in some shape, form, or fashion. Swords out on the people. You destroyed their economy. You know, you starved them out. You put drugs on them, which is the same thing. All right. The scriptures tell you that he that withholdeth his poor man's wages, you slave him. Or if you withhold your neighbor's wages, you slave him. You put him to death. He needs that money to survive.
It says, whoso shed up man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
And this nigga's been going around the world murdering all kind of people. He ain't getting paid back for it yet, man. So what did the Heavenly Father say? Jump back to Ezekiel.
This is back in Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood.
So now the Most High is preparing to put you to death. Keep going.
And blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood.
Yeah, he wasn't scared to shed blood on the earth. He's doing it like it was going out of style, man. He's still doing it. Keep going.
Blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate.
Yeah, Mount Seir is talking about America. The Most High is going to wipe this place from off the face of the earth, man. Like we was going into. Just like the Most High allowed you so-called white people to do the Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just like he allowed you to do the Rosewood. All right? Just like he allowed you to do the countless villages here in California. You raised those villages. There's no chase of those places today. The Most High is going to do that to your whole country, man. Scriptures tell you that he's going to destroy this place unto the foundation thereof, man. Meaning what? You ain't going to know that it was any kind of civilization here after Yahweh Shemel Shai is done with this place, man. All the footprints of the buildings going to be gone. This mall is going to be completely vaporized, man. The sidewalk and the roads that you be walking on is going to be completely vaporized, man. You're going to come over here. If you were to come over here, you'd be like, damn, what happened?
Yeah.
Or if you didn't know it was a civilization here, you would think it's just a desert, man. Just like when you go over to the Dead Sea, you don't think there was actual cities there. Those are the locations of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And the other cities.
It says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
That's right.
And I will fill his mountains with the slain men.
Yeah, so the Most High is going to kill all so-called white people that dwell in the land of America. Keep going.
In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword.
Keep going.
I will make thee perpetual desolation.
Yeah, meaning this place ain't going to get built back up after it gets destroyed. Like you got Edomites, there'll be an earthquake, or an earthquake that happened in 1906 here, and then 89. You Edomites, you rebuilt after that, man. But the destruction that the Heavenly Father's gonna bring to you this go around, you ain't gonna bounce back from it, man. All right, keep going.
If I can add this, just like it says in Malachi the 1st chapter, though they build, the Lord is going to bring this place down.
That's right.
It says, I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return.
Yeah, your cities ain't gonna return. San Francisco ain't gonna get built back up, man. After the Lord is done with this place, LA ain't gonna get built back up. All right, San Jose, Sacramento, Atlanta, you know, Decatur, Georgia ain't gonna get built back up.
That's right.
All right. None of the cities or none of the towns that this devil has is going to be built back up again, man. Why? Because the Heavenly Father is going to completely level everything. All right. Then he's going to set it on fire, man. And it's going to be irradiated, so you ain't going to be able to come back over here unless you got them new bodies, man. And you Edomites, you ain't getting that. That's right.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord.
And you're going to know that Yahweh did those things, man.
That's right.
All right? You're going to know the power of Yahweh in that day when the Most High destroys this place. And you're going to know that the Heavenly Father did it. Well, we sitting here telling you, man.
Yeah.
We telling you what's going to happen before it happens. And we telling you the manner that's going to happen. It's going to happen exactly how we read it out the scriptures, man. Bring it up.
This is Psalms 75 and 5. Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He put it down one and set it up another.
And that's what you Edomites fail to realize. You fail to realize that the one that sets you in power is the Heavenly Father. Man, get Wisdom of Solomon 6th chapter. The Most High sets you up. He's the one that determines whether you stay in power or whether you continue, whether you get brought down. But in this devil's mind, he said, nah, I did this through my own will, man. The thing that's going to determine whether I stay in power or not is I have a high military capability. All right, but even on that playing field, you through.
Yeah.
All right, China got hypersonic missiles, and Russia got hypersonic missiles, so you outgunned. Or like the video the brother Samak did down in Miami. The United States military is outgunned and outranged, man. So you through, according to your own standards, man. But see, he's so proud that he's still gonna try to go up against these other nations, man. And that's that trick bag, that trap that Yahweh Shai set for your ass, man. Your pride is gonna be your downfall. You just can't let it go. All right? I'm staying power. To hell with that, man. To hell with that book say. To hell with the Heavenly Father say. I'm the one that's ruling. Ain't nobody gonna take me down. Try me. You know, here this nigga military weak. He got trannies and homosexuals in his military. They bugged out. They don't know whether they want to be a man or a woman. You gonna give this person a gun and think they're gonna defend your homeland, man. They gonna bug out on the battlefield. You know? Then they gonna have a mood swing while the damn bullets is flying over his head, man. He gonna drop the gun. I really don't want to be here. I should go back to being a man. Then his head gonna get blown off, man. Just like there's a scene in that movie, Saving Private Ryan, the Edomite, his helmet got hit by a bullet. He bugged out. He took his helmet off. He was looking at it. Then he got hit in the dome, man. Yeah, this country is just through, man. All right, your military is weak. The people's minds completely gone. They out of shape. And everybody addicted to drugs, man. So you're gonna have people on the battlefield that's supposed to be popping Xannies, you know, taking Zoloft's, they got depression. How you gonna send somebody like that to war, man, then expect to win? They're gonna have to take his meds pre-fight, you know? You in the heat of battle, you got bullets flying everywhere, and this nigga getting about a depression, man.
And it was a report that came out, the majority of you Babylonians suffer from anxiety.
Yep.
You out there on the battlefield, you go and start bugging out, man.
Should I really be here? Is this where I'm supposed to be at? Should I really be shooting this gun? They don't throw the gun down. He might turn on his allies, man.
Yeah.
Really, these guys, they're the enemies. Yeah, he's shooting the enemy. He's gonna turn around and shoot the person next to him. Then he gonna bug out and shoot himself.
Good.
You know?
Got it. 6 and 1.
This was Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand.
Yeah, who's the ruler of the earth right now? You so-called white people, man. Mainly you elites, but also you regular, everyday Edomites, man. This is your society right here. It's the reason why when you look at, well, not anymore, it used to be like that going back a few years ago. When you look at these ads, these billboards, you'll see nothing but Edomites on there. Because this is your society. Well, who's on the money? You Edomites, man. They're supposed to put that fat demon, Harriet Tubman, on the 20, but Esau said, no, we ain't doing that. Scrap that idea. All right? So you Edomites, this is your society, man. All right? You're the kings. Read it again.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1. Hear therefore, all ye kings, and understand.
Yeah, these words, you're supposed to understand these words. Keep going.
Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth.
Yeah, who's ruling the earth right now? You so-called white people. It's the reason why you over there in Syria, the nigga Trump, he just said, to hell with that, I'm taking the oil. Man.
Yep.
And if anybody wants to come and take the oil, we got a military for that. Anybody wants to come and claim it, well, we can negotiate with them. If we feel like we should negotiate with them. But if you don't want to negotiate, and we feel like we don't need to negotiate with you, we got a military that can take you there. It's very powerful. There go that pride again, man. Yeah. And that oil don't even belong to the United States, ain't even supposed to be in Syria.
Yeah. I'm doing this right.
And they stole the oil.
And didn't he say we were withdrawing troops from Syria?
Yep.
This dude, man.
Withdrawing troops except to protect the oil, man. And none of you Edomite Americans are outraged, man. You're complicit with your rulers.
It says, verse 2 says, give ear, you that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations.
Yeah, and you glory that you have the multitude of nations under your feet. America, the top nation, the so-called white man. I'm the best nation on the earth. I got all this history, I have all this technology. I've made so many feats. I made feats that these other nations have been incapable of doing. Who's greater than I am? Keep going.
For power is given, it says, for power is given you of the Lord.
Yep. Who did the power come from?
Highest.
Read again.
It says, for power is given you of the Lord.
Nah, you got rulership through your own power.
For power is given you of the Lord.
You set your own self up.
For power is given you of the Lord.
The reason why you in the rulership seat is because the Heavenly Father set your red ass in the rulership seat, man. All right? Real quick, get Daniel 4:17. It's the reason why you can't be proud at any moment when you're dealing down here on the earth, man. Anytime you get set up in a certain position, the Heavenly Father did that, man. You get proud, you're going to forget the Heavenly Father. And then what? The Most High, He always watching you. All right? Okay, all right, he getting proud, man. All right. I'm gonna see if he gonna change. He ain't changing. He waxed worse and worse. Now I'm gonna take his ass out, man. And the same thing happened to every kingdom that came into power, man. What happened to the Babylonian Empire? Well, that same night, they were sitting there drinking and having a party, man. Then like they got that saying here in this society, the writing on the wall. That goes back to the scriptures, man. When Belteshazzar, all right. They were sitting there partying with the vessels of the Lord, by the way. The vessels that was in the temple of the Israelites, man. They were sitting there drinking wine, you know, lifting it up. And then the writing came on the wall. You know? It was basically signified that they was getting ready to be taken down. And that same night, they got destroyed, man. And part of the saying was that your kingdom has been weighed and has been found wanting, meaning undisciplined, man. Just like this society. Giving yourself to all kind of pleasures, not disciplining yourself, not ruling yourself according to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Read it out.
This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the Holy One,
keep going,
to the intent that the living may know.
And this is what you're supposed to know and understand. It's the same thing as being reiterated in Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter. Right? To the intent that the living may know. You people down here on the earth, you're supposed to know these things, man. Keep going.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Yeah, so ultimately the Heavenly Father is the one that's in control of events that happen down here. All right? If you set up as a king, as a ruler, the Heavenly Father, he put you in that position. You a servant of his. And if you don't do what he told you to do, you got the instruction booklet. If you don't do what he told you to do, he's going to take you out of power, plain and simple, man. It's happened to multiple kingdoms that have come into power before you, man. It happened to us. So why would you be exempt?
It says that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Yeah, the Heavenly Father ruleth in the kingdom of men. Right?
And
The Most High is the one that's in control of what goes on down here. The Most High is the one that sets up rules, man. All right?
and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
And giveth it to whomsoever he will. So whoever the Heavenly Father wants to be in power, he's going to set them up in the power seat, man. Keep going.
And set up over it the basis of men.
Who's the base man of the earth? You so-called white people, man. Oh, we just went into some of the baseness of you Edomites, man. Here it is. You got the co-founder of the Southern Poverty Law Group, which is the authority on who's a hate group and who's not a hate group. He trying to have sex with his stepdaughter, man. While he married to the wife. And he got a daughter by a woman. So on no level can he deal with her, man, according to the scriptures. All right? He bought a damn sex toy. Then he gave it to her as a present, man. He's trying to get her drunk so he can slide in it, man. Complete wickedness. All right? But see, under the rulership of the so-called white man, he would say that's okay. As long as two consenting adults agree, no! All right? You're supposed to go according to the rule of the Heavenly Father, man. All right?
Yeah, that was it.
In Sirach 10 and 14, the Lord has cast down the thrones of proud princes.
Yeah, and the proudest person on earth is you so-called white man. Even when he knows he's wrong, he ain't going to admit it. He still try to finesse you, man. Trying to make it seem like he's right. You know? Then when he get fully exposed, he flees. And then he try to come back at another angle, man. Nigga wear a different disguise. The same dude, same MO, but he gonna come a different way, man. Keep going.
It says the Lord has cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead.
And set up the meek in their stead. Who's the meek? The nation of Israel. All right? We're the lowly of the earth, man. The humble of the earth. And the Most High is going to establish us as the next rulers over you so-called white people, man.
The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place.
Who's the lowly in this society? The lowest people on the totem pole are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We looked at as the dregs of the whole earth. All right, every nation is above us. So the Most High is going to set us up in the stead of these Edomites, man. And we're going to rule the earth in righteousness. All right? We're going to put all kind of holy hell on you other nations, man. All right? We're going to show you Edomites what real oppression is, man. Because you don't even know how to oppress right, man. All right? Here it is, you put us in slavery, you still feed us. You know? You still gave us dwellings. You ain't going to have no dwelling place, man. You're going to live in a damn pit. All right? In a hole. And every day, okay, if it ain't the Sabbath, you're going to have to crawl out that hole, and you're going to have to get to work, man. All right, well, Esau, he had us living on the plantation, man. Made it easy for us. You just come, you step outside, you at your job site, man. Now, you Edomites, you're going to be on the outskirts, and you're going to have to crawl out that damn hole and run your ass to the plantation or whatever project we got your ass working on, man. Don't be late.
Yeah, it's a spirit, yeah.
All right? Just like in this society, you late 2 minutes, your boss gonna come down on you. Hey man, if you 0.1 second late, it's gonna be a judgment, man. All right?
You gotta be early. That's on time, being early.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you on time if you early. You late if you on time.
Yeah, there you go.
All right?
You late, that's unacceptable.
That's gonna be instilled in you. You gotta wake up an hour early. Who knows how far out you're gonna be? You know, it ain't gonna be no chariots to get you there. You're gonna have to walk on foot, man. There ain't gonna be no provisions given to you to make the trek. You gotta figure it out, man.
Yep.
On your walk to work, we're gonna have taskmasters fucking you up. Just like on your way to work, Esau pulling you over, have you late.
Yep.
On your way, you're gonna be getting jacked up.
You might ask them what's your excuse. I'm like, oh man, I got stopped here. You know, they thought I was committing iniquity, but I was doing good, man. I was doing good, master. Nah, you late.
No excuse.
He's fired. You know, cut him off, man. I need a new Edomite to replace one that's reliable.
It's punctual.
Yep. Just gotta let you go.
They let you go when we putting you to death.
That's right. Yep.
We'll go back to Wisdom of Solomon.
Okay.
The Wisdom of Solomon 6:3. For power is given you of the Lord.
Yeah, the Most High gave you power. All right? That's the reason why you're able to spread your policy throughout the four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father gave that to you. Keep going.
It says, it's sovereignty from the highest.
That word sovereignty, when you go into it, basically means judicial authority, man. You Edomites, you got judicial authority over every nation on the planet, man. All right? Well, he'll say, look, oh, well, the Constitution, every nation doesn't follow that, but you got a thing called international law. Who came up with those laws, man? Who founded the UN? You Edomites, man. And those laws are modeled after the laws that's in America, man. Human rights, freedom of speech, it all goes back to America, man. So sovereignty from the highest, the Heavenly Father gave you judicial authority over the earth. And look what you did with it, man. You just ran this whole world into the dirt, man. The only nation that ever ruled that make entire species go extinct, man. To damn near pollute the whole water table. To pollute the air, man. Under no other nation has this happened, man. Right? So you so-called white people, you want to praise yourself for something. Praise yourself for the destruction that you caused throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Right? Uplift yourself for all the damage that you have done to the earth. Right?
It says, sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works.
And the Most High has tried your works. Keep going.
And search out your counsels.
Yeah, he searched out your counsel, the way you think, the different laws that you implement, man. The Most High searched it out. Like it says in the book of Daniel, all right, with the writing on the wall, it says the Most High has waged your kingdom and you have been found wanting, and you're undisciplined. So the Most High searched your counsels out. Okay, he searched out how you operate. You get down just like the devil, man. Every law that you pass is wicked. Right? There are no righteous decrees in this society, man. Right? This nigga got a law called eminent domain where he can take your land from you, man. That's wicked as hell. The scriptures say remove not the ancient landmark, man. Even King David, when he numbered Israel, all right, the Most High sent the angel down there to destroy Jacob, you know. Then the Most High, he held back. He commanded David to go sacrifice unto him so that the angel, you know, will depart from him. He went up to a man, okay, and the man was just going to give him the land because he was the king. He's like, look, I'll give you this land. You can have it, man. He's like, nah, I'm going to pay for it, man. Right? And that was that man's inheritance. Now, even in the scriptures, you got the law of lease. So even if another man purchases your land from you, after you know, a certain time period goes by, you got to get that land back to him because that's his inheritance, man. This devil will come and steal your land from you. All right, he'll say eminent domain. Now this belongs to me. This belongs to the government, man. He ain't gonna give that land back to you. That's wicked as hell, man. The scriptures say, remove not the ancient landmark. Right? Keep going.
Verse 4. Because being ministers of his kingdom.
Yeah, being ministers of his kingdom. You serving under the Heavenly Father, man. The Most High set you up to do a job. What's that job? You're supposed to rule the people righteously, man. This man came into power. Okay, he even acknowledged that the Heavenly Father set him up. That's the reason why he had a term called manifest destiny. All right? He said God gave us this land. So if the Heavenly Father gave you this land, he set you up in a rulership seat. You're supposed to follow his laws, man. What'd you do? Just reading the Bible. All right, you said, hey, look, to hell with this. We got our own set of laws, our own set of regulations. Keep going.
It says, because being ministers of his kingdom, you have not judged the right.
You have not judged the right. Oh, what's the law on homosexuality here in this society?
This man, he lets you be a sodomite, man. You'll get preferred housing if you a sodomite. All right? If you a sodomite, if you a trans, you get preferred housing. Meanwhile, if you're just a regular person, you'll get on a damn waiting list, man. You might have to wait years just to get a house. All right?
We were talking about it on the way up. It was a Edomite cop who was more than likely he was sodomite. Well, he wasn't sodomite.
Yeah.
More than likely was being all flamboyant, speaking all about perverse, dark things on the job. They told him to turn it down. And man, he won a lawsuit for $23 million. You know?
Showing you what this man uplifts in his society. He ain't judging it right, man. According to the law, that cop's supposed to be. Well, this dude wicked as hell, but you got him enforcing law. This dude is sodomite. You got him judging between what's right and what's wrong. And determining what people I should arrest or not. He should arrest himself, man. And volunteer himself to go in front of a firing squad, man. If he was righteous. All right? Read it again.
It says you have not judged the right.
You have not judged the right. You don't judge according to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? Every single law that's in the scriptures, you break it. Move not the ancient landmark. You be kidnapping people. Oh, organ trafficking. Okay. You got a damn underground pedophile ring. Adultery is at an all-time high in this society. All right. You looked at as a man if you were able to take another man's woman from him. You know.
Spiritual fornication.
Yep. Oh, the Halloween thing. All right. You got some people say, they constantly tell you, you ain't sending your kids trick or treating, and then the family still trying to get you to go, man.
Yep.
And they look at you some kind of way. You don't want to let your kids go trick or treat,
They
man.
want to dress their child up.
Yeah, they look at you like you there's something wrong with you, man. Like you a weirdo.
Yeah.
Why don't you let them have fun? Let them get candy.
They get mad you don't want to feed them candy.
Yep. Let them go get candy. It's free candy, man.
Well, what they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans.
Yep.
So they looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you being nationalistic, so to speak? This is our nation. You're supposed to be proud. So they're gonna look at you some type of way if you don't participate in the customs of this place.
So here it is, the Halloween parties are getting shot up now.
Yep.
They're getting shot up, and then the kids are getting drugs in their candies.
Yep.
That's always been happening.
That's always been happening. Needles in the candies and shit.
Yes.
PCP in your Snickers bar.
But what Halloween is, if not the biggest holiday in America. And what is their excuse? It's the kids.
Yeah, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
But showing you something off about that, man. They used to sacrifice people on Halloween, man. They did it just a few days ago.
All the pagan holidays is for the kids.
Yep. They got people, you got older jakes, older so-called adolescents or teenagers that go trick or treating. And the person at the door would say, "Ain't you too old to be doing this?" It's true.
Oh well, all
It's
these
for the
businesses-
kids.
All these businesses, they have Halloween parties. You gotta go and dress up. They'll look at you some type of way. You work at one of these corporations, they'll look at you some type of way if you don't dress up. Literally, grown ass men and women.
I was actually looking on Thursday. It was none but really fucking adults that was in hot costumes and shit.
Yeah.
That's really where the money come in.
Yeah, from the adults.
It's the adult. It's really, they say the kids, but it's really the adults. The women get to be whores, and the men get to dress up like sodomites.
Well, while the kids are trick or treating, the parents are passing out candy, getting turned up, man. Sipping the whole party. Getting fucked up, wearing slutty
Orgies, a lot of wicked things go down. Put on a costume and just go to an orgy. That's what happens in America.
And he's supposed to be enforcing the law, but he ain't doing that.
That nigga gathered up.
Yeah. The Yakuza. And he from one of the tribes too.
Wisdom of Solomon 6, I'm going to read from the top of 4 again. It says, because being ministers of his kingdom, you have not judged the right.
You have not judged the right. You don't judge according to the rule that the Heavenly Father established. You got your own set of laws, which are wicked as hell. Keep going.
Nor kept the law.
Nor kept the law. What law is it talking about? The laws that's in the scriptures, man. All right? One of the laws say a woman ain't supposed to wear that which pertains unto a man. All these women got pants on, man. They got pants and then they got low-cut skirts on, man. Which is wicked as hell, according to the laws of the Heavenly Father. You ain't supposed to have women walking around like this. You got men that wear dresses, man. Man want to put on lipstick, he want to wear a blouse. You know, then wear a skirt, walk down the street in high heels, man. This will not be going on in a righteous society. So for these things, the Most High gonna destroy you. He gonna take you out of power. Keep going.
Nor walk after the counsel of the Most High.
And what's the counsel of the Heavenly Father? The mind of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is the scriptures. All right? When you see your society going astray, you conform back to the scriptures to get right, man. Esau ain't never did that. We tried to do it in 1983. That was just a ploy, though, man. He just said that. I see that the Bible's the law of the land. He ain't trying to enforce anything in the scriptures after that, man. This place has progressively gotten worse. All right? Oh, then you got these trannies out here, man. That's the worst thing going. All right? Done.
The Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Yeah, who is the wicked? You so-called white people. You are the wicked. All right, so you always got a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American that'll come up. Don't you got black people that's wicked? Don't you got Hispanics that's wicked? Yeah, we got wicked people amongst our nation. However, you so-called white people, you are the wicked, man. All right, every one of your descendants, okay, every one of your kind, you are wicked, man. You got a wicked spirit in you. It's incapable for you to do good, man. All right? The scriptures tell you if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. All right? All you so-called white people are off as hell, man. And you will refuse to establish righteousness in your society. You'll come up with some excuse. You know? Keep going.
And as for our people who do wickedness, they can repent and turn to righteousness. You know? Esau, he can't do that.
He ain't gonna do it.
He gonna forever miss the mark.
You can show him the law. He knows the law, actually. He can quote the law to you, but he ain't gonna implement it. All right?
To the contrary. It says, but unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Yeah, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, the law, statutes, and commandments?
It says, when that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth,
Keep going.
seeing thou hatest instruction.
Yeah, you hate instruction.
And
You refuse the instruction of the Heavenly Father. You don't want to do what the Bible tells you to do. You'll read it, but then you'll come up with your own laws, your own ways. Keep going.
Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. Says, when thou sawest a thief, then thou considerest with him.
Yeah, that Edomite came and threw the whole thing off, man. They ain't even on the same page, man. Just noise.
When thou sawest a thief, then thou considerest with him and hast been partaker with adulterers.
Yep.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil and thy tongue frameth deceit.
Yeah, your tongue frames deceit. Oh, look, see, if you live this way, God is still gonna be pleased with you, and you can live a good life. All right. Meanwhile, all kind of hell and calamities is coming upon your people, man, coming upon your society. Keep going.
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
We was going into that earlier. The slander that you got out, the smear campaign that you got out against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? And all your philosophies stem back to that, man. Your bullshit theory of evolution. All right? Your Big Bang theory, which you use to justify your theory of evolution. Then you say that the first, people on the earth, the first humans came out of Africa. They were the blacks that's here in this country. And then me, the great white race, all right, the chosen race of God, I evolved later, all right, in Europe. And I'm according to Darwin's theory of evolution, all right, I'm the best human on the earth. Yep. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the missing link between apes and men. You are more closer to an ape than any other nation on the earth, man. He actually believes this.
Well, it's his science.
Yep.
It says, thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Yeah, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. We come from the same father and same mother, man. You always got to Edomite talk about, oh man, let's all get along.
How we gonna get along when you hate us, man? How we gonna get along? You got smear campaign out against us, man. Saying we the lowest nation, we more like beasts than any other people on the earth. All right? And really, like the brothers is going into, you the beast, man. You don't want to live like a damn beast. Eat raw meat, man. All right? Having orgies like animals do, man.
Yeah, like snakes. They be having snake orgies and shit. All intermingle with each other. That's some animal shit, animalistic.
The dogs will do that too. A female dog should get impregnated by multiple males, man. That's the type of things that these Edomites are into, because they like beasts, man. You want to call us the beast, you the beast, man. All right? You literally model the way you act out off of how the beasts are, man. And then you justify it by saying, we all got an animalistic mind, man.
Mammals.
Yeah. Keep going.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Yeah, the Most High didn't say anything. He didn't reprove you like he's doing now. Because the Most High didn't raise the prophets up back during that time. When you committed that massacre in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when you committed the massacre at Wounded Knee, when you made Gad and Reuben walk the trail of tears, the Most High didn't say that. He didn't raise prophets up to condemn you. All right, keep going.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself.
You thought the Heavenly Father was with you, man. See, I can do whatever I want to these people. The Most High don't care. Really, God's with me. He's on my side.
He was saying that.
Yep.
He was saying that when he had us in slavery.
Yep.
I'm your master because God sent me as the master. You're the servant. Oh, man.
Let's say that in Zechariah 11:5.
Yep.
You got a Komodo dragon on his back.
It says, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
That's what you see going on now. The Most High is reproving your whole nation, man. All the wickedness that you have done since you came into power, and even before you came into power, the Most High is reproving you for that, man. He's correcting you. And he's pronouncing judgment upon you, man. You Edomites, you can't stand it. All right?
Now consider this, ye that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces and there be none to deliver.
And that's what the Heavenly Father going to do to you. He's going to tear you in pieces, man. And nobody's going to deliver you from the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right? Strong there.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 1.
Okay, Kanye, we finish that up.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
And that word fret, when you look it up, it basically goes back to, well, it's synonymous with the Greek word sunyaza, which means to be agitated to the point of overthrow. Right? So fret not thyself because of evildoers. Don't get so mad and angry and upset, all right, to the point to where you will stop following the Lord because of the evildoers that's in power. You're looking at them and saying, oh man, they can do whatever they want. But if I do something, you know, I'm gonna get judged. Or the path I walk, I'm getting chastised, man. I'm doing the right thing. Keep going.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of the devil.
Yeah, don't envy these devils, man. They got their payback coming to them. They already getting paid back, man. Right? If you want to see the so-called white man get judged, type in opioid epidemic, man. All kind of articles are gonna come up, all kind of videos gonna come up about the hell this man is going through. Type in California wildfires and see what areas these wildfires are hitting, man. Paradise was an Edomite town. The Most High raised it off the face of the earth, man.
Look into this homeless epidemic.
Yep.
It's a gang of Edomites.
Yeah, he's the evil dude. And Jake, mainly the Edomites, you know. Jake can do evil, but the Most High jack him up. So it's mainly talking about the elites. The elites and the rest of the people that's in the society as well.
It says, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb.
Yeah, because the elites, they're in power right now. They do all kind of wicked. Well, they just had some sacrifices going on during this whole 3-day period. Halloween, you know, All Hallows Eve, Halloween, Dia de los Muertos. And then today, which is the last They doing all kind of wickedness, man, and they still in power. You know, Psalm 73 goes into what these devils be doing too, man. This man is not getting judged. Meanwhile, Jake do something wicked. Jake gonna get put to death. You know, you're gonna get killed, or the Most High gonna hit you with all kind of diseases, man. So yeah, let's talk about the Edomites.
Says, trust in the Lord.
They ain't going through the same thing our people are going through. Jake can do wickedness. Jake can get kidney problems. Jake can get diabetes, inflammation. These Edomites be doing all kinds of wickedness. They still healthy, man. How many heart transplants did that devil, David Rock?
3 at the least.
Yeah, he got 3 heart transplants, man. If he catching hell, his heart through, he can just get another heart. And he's still doing the same thing. Jake can't even get a heart transplant, man. You only got 1 heart if you're Jake. He'll shit through you through.
What that movie? Q, what's that movie?
John
John Q. Look at that. That's the story of Jake. All right. Enough said. Jake can't get that, and then Esau, he has top doctors. Okay. He ain't having no regular surgeries and regular medicines. He got the shit that works. The shit that they know they did research on. You can't even buy it. It's not on the market.
They been doing seances and all that.
Yep.
Worshiping demons.
And then right after the nigga got the heart transplant, you know he started worshiping Satan again. He did a blood sacrifice. He gave blood.
You gotta thank somebody.
You know?
When they got the blood transfusion,
Yep.
allow them to just sit there and get new blood pumped into them, man. Some random ass niggas' blood pumped into them. Yeah, this is NCAA athlete. Nigga's knee, busted his knee on a junior year. He was a Heisman Trophy guy. He out on the streets where I got the nigga's blood pumped into him. You can actually do that shit. Thinking it's gonna add on to their life.
Yep.
But Jake, all we got is his body, man. Once it's done, it's done. You see our people. The typhus spray. That guy, you think he's gonna get new feet? They're gone. True. They're gone. His toes are probably done. Right?
It says, trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart.
Now this ain't talking about you go on the highway and hedges. The Most High gonna give you $1 million. The Most High gonna give you whatever you want to. All you gotta do is do the work. They ain't talking about that, man. Or you go out on the highway and hedges, the Most High gonna give you big movie IG pictures. That ain't what it's talking about, man. Right? You fulfill the will of the Lord, and then in the kingdom, you're gonna get everything that your heart desires, man. Right? Women, riches, land. All right? They have in the kingdom. On this side, the Most High will increase your spiritual understanding and increase your spiritual riches.
The Lord will give you big booty IG bitches, but they're gonna make you broke.
Yeah, they're gonna cause you to fall away.
Yeah. They'll give you diseases. We're gonna bring their niggas to hit a lick on you.
Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall take the path.
Yep.
And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgments as noonday. Rest in the Lord, wait patiently for him.
Yeah, wait patiently for it. So it proves that he's talking about now. You're gonna get there after you patiently wait for the Heavenly Father to make his return, man. When your house side comes back in, that's when those things will be fulfilled. Alright? Ain't no Jake about to have $1 million on this side, man. He ain't gonna get like that nigga Kanye West. They got 68 billion. He talking about God gave me the bag so I can stun on you. You know? God bless me so I can stun on you people. You guys think that way, okay? See how God works? Nigga Satan gave you that money, man. You made an album called Jesus King, which Jesus is a deity that these Edomites worship, man. That ain't got nothing to do with the God of the Bible.
Not that because you brought that migration to Rapper's Christmas.
Yep. That album was trash, by the way. Right? Worst album you ever created, man. You gotta go back and deal with them high-level beats. You wanna make some hot shit, man. Rapper's Christmas ain't working with you.
Fret not thyself because of him who prospers in his way.
Yeah, it's about the so-called white man. He do all kind of wickedness. He good, man. Well, this society literally was established upon wickedness, man. Right? How long did Tulsa, Oklahoma last?
less than a decade.
It was gone before it started.
They set it up. A little while after that, both sides sent Esau in to destroy it, man. Meanwhile, this nigga, Esau doing the same thing. He doing the same thing so-called Negroes that kills the Native Americans is doing in the next city. His shit still there, man. Yep. Now they got, you know, you will see a city established 1863. You know, established 1625. You so-called Negroes that tell the Native Americans, you ain't got no city like that, man.
Or a house, it might be their great-great-grandfather's house.
Yep.
You know, that they, well, I'm 4 generations in. What Israelite you can say that? None of you. Maybe 2 generations, and then what happens? Grandmother died, and then the kids fight over the property, and it ends up just getting foreclosed.
Yep.
And then Esau comes in, gentrified. That's the story of Jacob.
That thing right there. This nigga got things walking around in society. He's still in power. Now you so-called Negroes that tells Native Americans try to set something up in the hood like that, man. Both sides gonna send Esau through there with quickness. Destroy you niggas, man.
Well, let me get this out, man. Going back to Greenwood, right? It says, this is on the Wikipedia for Greenwood, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Many African Americans began moving to Oklahoma for the land rushes 1889 to 1891. That's what they call the Oklahoma Sooners. Because they came sooner than the other people. So that's where the term Sooner came from. Pretty much Esau just said, hey, you can have all this Indian land. And it said the year, it continued in the years leading to 1907, the year Oklahoma became a state, hoping that a majority black population could build a firewall against further extension of the system of racial degradation and segregation known as Jim Crow. Oklahoma represented the hope of change and provided a chance for African Americans not only to leave the land of slavery, but oppose the harsh racism of their previous homes. They traveled to Oklahoma by wagons, horses, trains, and even on foot. Many of the black Americans who traveled to Oklahoma could trace their ancestry back there. Many of the settlers were relatives of the Native Americans who had traveled on foot with the 5 civilized tribes along the Trail of Tears.
There's a lot it takes. You go back to Arkansas, Oklahoma. A lot of, you know, the so-called Negroes, their line go back to the Muskogee, one of those tribes that was over there, man. Because you was amongst them and you came over during the Trail of Tears.
So go into it. It says many of the settlers were relatives of the Native Americans who had traveled on foot with 5 civilized tribes along the Trail of Tears.
Yeah, so a lot of Judites was in that thing too, because Judah, he left Southern Carolina, North and South Carolina, and he went down into Georgia and was accepted. This actual documentary that's still on YouTube tells you that the natives accepted the slaves, the runaway slaves, because they figured out that they had the same customs.
Many black residents were also from the various Muskogee-speaking peoples, such as Creeks, Seminoles, and the Yuchi, while some had been...
They showed those Huguenots with accepted Jews. A lot of you so-called Negroes online might go back to the you might be an actual Judite. Accepted, proven accepted Jew, and let you marry into the tribe. So we're the same people. Then you might have a Native American woman, a Huguenot woman. You know, she had all girls. You know, so a lot of you guys that think you might be a Huguenot.
Many black residents were all, others were the descendants of people who had fled to Indian territory. Because they were going to Indian territory to get away from this devil, man. Many black residents were also from the various Muskogee-speaking peoples such as Creeks, Seminoles, and the Yuchi. While some had been adopted by the tribes after the Emancipation Proclamation, they were thus able to live freely in the Oklahoma Territory. I can keep going, but I just want to get that one.
Yeah, around 1907, this is your time frame. 1907 to 1921, man.
It's like not even a generation.
It's like 12 years. 12 years. Hey, but the scriptures tell you that. You read in the Apocrypha, the Most High said his ways, your ways are always before him, man. So the Most High, he pays attention to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the things that you do, man. And as soon as you go off, the Most High jack your ass up, man.
Well, right? You don't think the Lord's gonna see the best and baddest freedom colony? Well, not only Judah, you got Gad, Reuben.
Reuben was up in there too.
Half a tribe Manasseh.
Yep.
All right. You got all the tribes, but mainly the American tribes, right?
Yep.
Gad, Reuben, and Judah, all up in there. Well, Levi, Benjamin, you know they up in there.
Wickedness, man.
All the tribes is up in there. Pretty
wickedness.
Living it up, man.
Nothing but.
So 12 years, man. When you go into the time of the Most High, 1 hour is 42 and a half years, man. So 12 years, that's like a few seconds to the Heavenly Father. He seen that, man, just wiped it off the face of the earth instantly.
They say Esau, man.
As soon as it popped up, destroyed this place like that. Right?
Nowadays, when they say you want a job done, you hire a Mexican. If you want a job on the Israelites done, most I get Esau.
Yeah.
The wicked, the sword, man.
I got a precept going back into how Jake set up these cities. Most I destroyed them. Matthew, I'm starting at 21. Matthew 11 and 21. Woe unto thee, chosen, woe unto thee, Bethsaida.
Yep.
For if the mighty works which were done in you have been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes.
And those were prosperous cities during the time of the Lord.
But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon at the day of judgment than for you. And thou, Capernaum, which are exalted unto heaven, it's like Greenwood.
Yep, Greenwood, Rosewood.
Yep.
You know, Cahoica, right? Tenochtitlan, that was a prosperous city. Even before the conquistadors came there, the Most High sent earthquakes amongst them. Right?
Shall be brought down to hell. I'll read that again. And thou, Capernaum, which are exalted unto heaven, they were doing good.
Yeah, they was living good. Committing all kind of wickedness, man. Just like in Rosewood, all right? Tenochtitlan, any city that Jake had established, man.
The different times of the Middle Ages. Yep. Jake was ruling. All those glory. You see Jake. You see the fools. The pictures. Jake had garments on, had gold and gemstones everywhere, had white women around him and stuff. You know. Or if the mighty works which have been done in these have been done in Sodom, it would have remained until this day.
Yeah, because the heathen, they would have repented. Jake is rebellious, man. Jake ain't gonna repent.
It says, but I say unto you that it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment than for thee.
Second Maccabees 6 and 12 says, now beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they become to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us.
That's right. Yeah, straight to the point.
Psalms 37 and 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way.
So-called white man. Keep going.
Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
That's Esau.
Cease from anger, forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil.
Yep, fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Like I brought up what that word fret means. Basically, it means to be agitated to the point of overthrow, man. So don't look at what this devil's doing. You see what you're doing. You following the law, statutes, and commandments. Say, how about Shem Yahushai to the best of your ability? You getting chastised. You see this devil, he ain't catching no hell. You gonna be, I'm gonna do what he doing, man. You ain't supposed to do that. At least the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai come down upon you, man. And we just brought out an example of how quick that wrath comes for our people, man. Pretty much 12 years, Jake was over there in Oklahoma building it up, right? From 1907 to 1920. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua destroyed it from off the face of the earth, man. Keep going.
For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
That's right. The kingdom of heaven, man. That's what we waiting for. Right? When you get down, you know, you start looking at this devil some kind of way, looking at these wicked people some kind of way, meditating upon the kingdom, man. And the judgments that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has prepared for these people. Right? The scriptures tell you the wicked is going to be cut off, man. Guaranteed. The Most High hated the wicked. Right? He ain't going to allow this place to go on forever, man. The Most High getting ready to destroy this place and establish the meek in their stead, establish the righteous, man. You got something else? All right, Kai, hey, yeah, so with that, we're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.